Okay, let's start our critiques. This is did I see my oddish charms? What were your oddish charms? I don't know, Kim. So this is my life lately. I usually go through Instagram or Twitter when I post stuff, and then I try to like all my friends' stuff that I see, and I don't really pay attention to it. I'm really in a zone out stage. I'm just trying to get everything in. So I actually don't know what your oddest charms are. I know that wasn't there one with like a dragonfly or something like that on it. I remember you had some stuff that was glowy. Uh, what? I'm trying my best. You can get the Triforce one as well and felt table mats. Okay, they have dice boxes. Yeah, I've seen them give away some dice box on Critical Role and they look fucking nice. I have one. It's just taking me a while to upload. Okay, no worries, no worries. You do the same sometimes, do you? Yeah, yeah. I do it all the time. Like anymore, I'm so lost on anything but work and streaming. Even I'm lost on that. It's just all kind of like a haze. So if anybody needs my attention, they have to like flag me down. I know I was supposed to look at a bunch of DMs this week too, and I failed that big time. You do you is fine. I know, but I do genuinely feel bad, like a shitty friend to people. Like I'm trying my best, but it's not going really well at the moment. I'm in a spiral. But as long as you guys accept me for what I am, the failures that I am, I love you guys for that. Um, okay, so critique day, guys. If anybody has critique submissions, drop them in chat. Drop the JPEGs in chat now. Um, we're going to start looking at them. I believe this first one is Reina's critique on here. Don't feel bad. What I do feel bad because I give a shit about you guys. I really do care about my friends, and one of my biggest fears is getting so busy and so like caught up in trying to make career happen that I'm not forgetting about my friends, but I can't be there for people the way that I want to be there for people. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like having more and more people to try to be there for. The more popular a stream gets, right? Um, so I always feel bad about that because I genuinely do like care about you guys. Um, so is everyone else? That's why it's fine. Okay, that's what I need to hear. That's what I need to hear. Everybody else is lost too. Critique for the manga cover. All right, let's put that up. I can't find the page. Can you retry to upload? It's not giving me anything. Gobo's got one. Oh, dude, this is coming out so good. All right, let's try Setsuko's again. Still can't be found. Try it on like Imager or something. Try it on Imager. I don't think like them because I haven't seen them all year. It really sucks. Like I don't know, man. It's maybe that's just our generation as like forced to maybe like our parents' generation. They all got to like work one job, and then after work they would have enough money to pay rent and bills and a car and a house, and then hang out with people. You know, like I remember my dad having nights to go bowling with friends and like play softball and everything, and I don't think any of my friends in my generation like has those things. That link is Imgur. Yeah, I wonder why it's not working. You could try uploading it in Discord and then find the JPEG off of that and post it. Um, I'm still not following. Am I not? Um, yeah, that's probably another thing. Like I don't know who I'm following, who I'm not anymore. Like there's definitely people who stream that I think that I'm following, and then like probably like 3 or 4 months later, I realize I'm not following them. Okay, so this is Reina's. Anyways, enough of the emo shit. This is Reina's critique, so we'll go into this a little bit. And like I think if you guys have thoughts on stuff, feel free to drop them in as well. So Reina, first of all, this looks really damn cool. I love the ink lines on it. I love like how the design work on it. I love like these sort of smear areas right here. These are really cool how that came out. And I'm guessing you did this all digital, so that's even like cooler that you got those tools and stuff. It was just a big file. Okay, perfect. Got it this time. Yeah. Open a page that shows you who's following you, who's following back, and you follow the names you know. Okay, I did not know that. That's another thing. Is like I'm not even hardly ever on Twitter. I'm on Twitter enough to post and reply to messages, and then I learned to get the fuck off Twitter because you will never get work done if you are sucked into social media. Okay, so the biggest things for you on this is it while it looks really cool and I love a lot of the brush effects, and it's all in Clip Studio Paint. Um, I think a lot of the things we want to look at is, let's see if we can pull up a skull. Is just taking the time to kind of like knock out some reference. I'm guessing you maybe did this. I don't know if you used reference or not on this, but that's my thing is like when we do skulls or something like that people have seen a lot of. In it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So even if we want like a stylized approach, like we kind of take into account different things like the actual shapes of the skull, right? So up here is a cheekbone, and the cheekbone's going to kind of pop up a little bit, right? Same with here, and this is something I see happen a lot actually is just the symmetry of things, right? So like we have one cheekbone all the way up here, but one all the way down here, um, and that's something we can really watch out on. Reference from a decayed skull. It was pocked. Pocked. What is that? Like kind of messed up already. Even on like a decay thing, right? So if we have decay, we might have some like messed up areas too, you know. Um, but we'll let's see, put some teeth right there. Um, we'll still kind of have those areas where it's gonna be sort of symmetrical too. Um, Unless if it's not symmetrical, usually then like an area is going to be chipped or taken out, you know. Oh, that kind of thing. Okay, I got you. I got you. So even like sometimes with the eyes, we have like a little bit of a. You have sort of like this thing where it's going to look chipped, but in actuality, this this chip, it looks like there's going to be more of the brow than there is, because it's coming down, right? So if we chip something like that, we're chipping into that bone structure, right? So we would, if we want to show a chip on stuff like that, we would go into the bone structure. We wouldn't have extra bone structure chipping out into it, right? Because that means that it would have grown over. So like let's try going up into that structure that's already made there, and we kind of cut away from that, right? So like a lot of things are, yeah, just kind of finding that symmetry in it. Skulls can be incredibly tough with that, um, because I feel like so many people have seen them in tattoos and stuff like that that it's less forgiving to not get the shapes as right. Um, like back here, we would have some of that jawline, because we still have that jaw right here, right? So that's not necessarily missing. I'm going to kind of give it a little bit of space underneath here. So just giving it that little bit of a jawline under there fills in some of that structure, because you have a lot with these teeth that are kind of close together, and they'll read a little bit more if we give a little bit more room to them, right? Even going into here, going back in through here, probably. Right, get some of those bones kind of flowing back through the mouth. If we're seeing it from the bottom. Hey, Jalen, what's up, dude? Thank you for the sub, buddy. What's up, baby? How you doing, man? Oh, hey, who was it that was having problems with their tablet? Uh, was it Setsuko? I think you might have the same tablet as Jalen. I don't know if Jalen could has any answers on that. It was weird. I swear it was a drawing from the reference, but the shapes weren't coming out quite right, and the bottom jaw and sockets. Yeah, yeah. It's just something that even when you're drawing from reference, it can take a little bit of time to get used to, right? So I'm just kind of looking at different pictures of the skull and different areas of shapes and shadows, and just um, also there's a little bit of where if you work off reference, even still, you can take some liberties with it for artistic measures. So don't be afraid to do that. Um, like in here, I kind of want to see little sharper edges at the top, right? Instead of fully round edges on both sides. So I'm kind of seeing it come like that, and then you have like the cheek lines and stuff like that, right? Instead of like going full out. And that's just kind of trying to make these cheeks pop off a little bit more. Just things with generally with like a skull, I think of like more haunting, more sharp edges where bones are very sharp. Um, when they have cuts, like obviously you can cut a lot of people with just your elbow and shit like that, right? App error due to my OS or kernel problem. Text. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, this is really good though, Reina. Hey, Octopolis, yo, what's up, everybody? Let's do this. What up, Evans? How you doing? What's up, guys? Quinch Press, what's going on? Octopolis, what's everybody up to? How you guys doing? What's up, Raiders? We are in the middle of a critique session. Welcome everybody to the stream. How are you guys doing? How was your stream, Octopolis? How was your stream? What'd you end up working on? I would love to see some work, guys. If you're not following Octopolis, go show him some love. Go give him a follow. Drop that Instagram if you want. That way I can show it off again to people who are new and haven't seen your work. Um, but welcome everybody to the stream. On Tuesdays we do a critique session. Thank you everybody for being here. Right now we just are starting it. This is Reina's work. This is a skull she did in Clip Studio Paint. It's really really cool. I love these ink brush effects. We're critiquing over the top of it right now. So this is the original, and this is what we've got so far going on. Drinking out of a mason jar. Dude, I love my mason jars, man. We doing good? I'm doing a character diagnosis for Daredevil for school? Really? No kidding? That's kind of cool, though. You gotta write like a whole paper on it? Imperial Space Battle Day? Good to see you. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I love me some Star Wars stuff. Um, so let's check out Octopolis' stuff. Like I said, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys are doing good. Feel free to say hi in chat. Feel free to lurk. If you guys have art that you want critiqued on as well, feel free to drop that as well. Um, we are open to whatever submissions. So if you guys have not seen Octopolis's work, it's really cool. It's a lot of fun movie stuff in there. Um, cool to see the process. Yo, dude, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. PowerPoint, easy peasy. I can't like not have flashbacks to PowerPoint. Like just the most boring presentations. But I'm sure you'll spice it up some. So this is Octopolis's work. Like I said, lots of really cool sort of pop culture, sort of fan art, movie stuff. A lot of Star Wars stuff he does, and I love it. Um, I don't know if I know this one. Katie Cook's webcomic. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Doing a little webcomic fan art then. Yeah, what was this called? Okami? Yeah, Okami. I really wanted to play this game. This game looked beautiful. And you can credit. Yeah, okay. Drop it. drop me the drop me the PowerPoint. Let's check it out. Let's see if you're gonna get through to those kids. I guess it's not for kids though, right? It's probably like for like your own professors and stuff. Um, Too artsy to have slides that look lame. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking you would probably spice it up quite a bit. X Files. Oh, X Files mashup. Like that was your commission, Quinch. That's really fucking cool, man. Yeah, these are really really cool. How do you bang one of these out like every stream? Are you able to do that? Knock them out in a stream? I love these. I love all your Star Wars stuff. I think that's where you really really excel. Maybe because I'm biased. Maybe because I'm just biased on it. But yeah, I love your stuff. This is Octopolis' stuff. Go toss him a follow over there, guys. He's a fantastic, fantastic artist. Um, but yeah, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for being here. We are, like I said, we are doing critiques. If anybody has art stuff that they want critique, drop a JPEG in a chat, and we will get to that. Right now, we're on Reina's. Um, hey, Tanium. Mint scented hemorrhoid cream. Do you take vouchers? This is not. This is actually the wrong. You're in the wrong line again. I've told you that 3 times for your hemorrhoid cream, Tanium. You are in the wrong line. You're. This is the wrong. It's 2 doors over, dude. It's 2 doors over, man. Got more panels for you? Okay, cool. Awesome. I love going over Biggie stuff. Uh, Sometimes two you do two in a stream? Is this vanilla? Yes, this is vanilla. What is this, Quinch? Oh, is this his other stuff? These are dope with color. These look really, really good. Oh yeah, I've seen the Spider-Man one. Yeah, I love those with color on them like that. All right, so jumping back to this critique. Sorry, Reina. I want to give a lot of love to the Raiders and stuff, but we're gonna just jump back to this critique here quick too. Like I said, feel free to keep saying hi. Feel free to ask any questions you guys got. I do appreciate y'all being here. It is Scuba's Art on all social medias if you want to follow Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff. It is up there in the panels. I'll drop the links in chat as well. Um, and the Discord if you guys want to join it. But yeah, thank you guys a ton for being here. Oh, that's the officially licensed. Yeah, yeah. I knew I recognized the Spider-Man one. The Spider-Man Spider-Verse one is sick. I love that movie. Okay, so we've kind of gone over a little bit of this, just kind of making the jaw, giving like a little bit more jaw line. Two different things. What's up, DK? Still being ornery over there? Are you still being ornery? The other thing I would want to do is like this little bug guy in here. I think he's really cool, but I would want to see like a little bit more of him, you know. And I think some of that is going to come from like the wings. I know he's in a dark place, um, but first I would want him to be a little more centered, just a little bit more balanced, you know. And honestly, I would kind of bring him down to where he's not really like, I don't know, just crossing over something, right? Like parts of this lower jaw. So he looks like he's kind of coming out and giving him a little bit more room. That way you kind of see what's going on. I think in your original one, like I can see it. I can see he's there, but he's kind of getting lost. He almost looks like detail in the teeth, and I think a lot of that can be like uh, fixed pretty easily with just like some harder rim lighting onto certain areas of him. You know. So even if we fill this back in, just giving like a little bit more pop to him. Stupid Moth was pitching off. I love that even having him there, but was getting so frustrated. Yeah, it looks really cool with him coming out of the mouth. But I would do it in a way that I'm giving like a little bit more attention to him too, right? That way. I mean, this is obviously would need cleaned up. I'm not drawing it very well, but we're just kind of adding in like the highlights to show where we want that eye direction. Because I feel like this should kind of be our primary read, one of our primary reads. Missed him actually, yeah. He's very hidden back here. Um, but like I said, some of that is just as simple as adding like a little bit of a little more highlights on him or like a gray tones and stuff in there, and then we can still have him drop back into shadow. But we're just kind of fudging things in order to get him to pop out more often and quicker. Hey, no problem, Octopolis. Your work is fantastic, homie. Fantastic. Um, Caught up in details. Is that okay? Yes, it's okay. Yeah, you guys can absolutely Momoro. You guys can absolutely add critiques if you want to, because it's like kind of a group session. So if anybody has things that they want to help with, too much attention to them. I think you don't want too much attention, but if you have something like a bug crawling out of a mouth, um, I kind of think that it's okay to bring attention to that because it's a creepy factor, right? And when I look at this, I already know it's a skull. Like I can already read it as a skull. But when I look and see the bug in the mouth, then that adds a whole other element to the drawing to me. It's a story piece, a storytelling piece, and to me, it's kind of an important storytelling piece. Otherwise, I'm just looking at a skull. Um, and so, like, how do you want your skull to stand out from other people's skulls on the internet that's everybody's might be drawing, right? So think about those things. This is kind of a thing that I think about when I go to conventions. Is we all do a lot of fan art and stuff. I can sit there and do the best fan art, and you can do the best fan art of Attack on Titan, right? We both do an Attack on Titan fan art piece, right? Um, who's going to outsell the other one? Who's going to get the most attention? Well, if I just paint somebody dramatically, a normal character, right? That there might be 50 of those at the entire show. If you do it and you add storytelling elements to it, like somebody holding a flower or I don't know, like some comedy piece to it or whatever it is. Now all of a sudden yours has story and heart to it. Aren't we all in Dark Place? Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. Um, I agree with him. I actually I think that would be a cool idea, Momoro. You could have him like his arms and stuff crawling out even more than that too. You know. Um, for this example, I'm just going to move him down and kind of show you that like you can have a really creepy factor to it with like his little arms and stuff hanging over the jaw and the teeth and stuff. The jaw doesn't have a floor. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, so you'd have to keep black going through there more. Um, Slight backlighting would frame that would give it that rim light too. Yeah, but yeah, those are my general thoughts for you. Is kind of uh, work a little bit on the references and stuff. Skulls are hard to push because I've done this too, where I've drawn skulls without reference and with reference, And I always learn a little bit of something from using multiple references. I know you were using one that's a little bit like dilapidated and kind of broken up, you said, I think. Um, but remembering that there, a lot of people look at skulls and skull type art, and then what is going to make yours different, and how are you going to make it look to where people can't say that something about that looks off, right? And I think like looking at the key features, symmetry between the sides, having those eye bones and those cheekbones, they're really usually prominent in skulls, Um, keeping, there's a jawline or a jawbone that comes through there as well, rather than like not having it. Showing things that probably need to be shown, instead of like having like this kind of clouding down with a lot of lines and a lot of grays. We took these teeth and we made sure that they're really shown, um, if they're going to be in that piece at all, right? Like these top ones are pretty shown pretty well, and then we could add those grays into this as well, and we can still like shade them, you know, and give them edges and stuff, but we're just kind of giving it more things to like for the viewer to kind of grab onto. A lot on my skull work in the future, so this might not be the last skull critique you do. Perfect though. You know what? Like I've heard that drawing skulls is one of the best ways to get better at. I mean, it makes sense, but not a lot of people draw skulls. They study faces. They don't study skulls, and like that's all the structure underneath there. I'm not a huge fan of pushing people to study like the whole entire skeleton when you don't need it, but when you do study the skeleton and learn more about it, it actually does improve a lot of your art. It improves everything else on top of it, basically. Between nose and teeth is always the size of a tooth, like how space between the. Oh, really? So the bottom of the nose to the teeth would be like the size of a tooth, like that gap right there. It was. Didn't we all have a phase of drawing skulls in high school? Didn't we all listen to a little bit like too much metal and draw too many skulls at some point? I did not know that, Sacred. I did not know that. I always have trouble with that distance, but you're right. It's like about the same. So learning stuff like that actually really really does help. Like I know that helps me with hands is learning that the palm to the middle finger is about you do about one palm to the top of the middle finger, right? Um, so you're just kind of dividing it in two, and then the digits on your finger usually you divide in half, right? Um, I think in this is like thirds, but you can sometimes go well. They go to the bottom of this actually. So if you go count to where the actual knuckle is, um, then take like that half, and then you take the top half, and then you divide that in half again. That's where you get a lot of your knuckles. Okay, but I still are you still edging delightful? Is that what you're saying? I was a pirate, so yeah, lots of Jolly Rogers in my past. um, all right, so does that help, Reina? Any more questions on that? We can jump on to the next one. Helps greatly. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for submitting. I know you were a little bit nervous about that, but you did great. All right, let's see this next one. I think she might be DMing. I think this might be Lady of Knives. Hey, Zix Nano, thank you so much for the follow. Um, I'm actually gonna turn off my alerts for this critique session. Thank you anybody who follows. If I miss alerts, just let me know in chat if you're new here. Say hi if you want. If you want to just lurk and hang out, say hi to or just chill. Just do whatever you're comfortable with. Oh, you finally saw Joker? What did you think? I feel like we could do a whole discussion on that. at some point. From the depths, like, welcome, Zixano. Thank you so much for being here. Hope your day's going good. If anybody does have art that they want to, hey, Hobbit, what up, homie? How you doing? If anybody does have art that they want critiqued, feel free to drop a JPEG into chat. Today is our critique session. Every Tuesday we do critiques on people's work. So feel free to drop anything you guys want looked at on stream. Loved it, yeah. I want to talk with you about it some stream when we're not in a critique session. I want to like get your thoughts on it. I feel like it's a big subject to tackle. I loved it though. I do have a Discord. I will drop all these links in the chat. For anybody who is new here, I'll drop the links to the social media as well, the webtoons, all those things anybody might be interested in chat. Okay, so I think this is Lady of Knives work right here. So far I'm almost done with. Okay, yeah, drop them in, buddy. Oh man, you got a few, don't you? Oh, it's a whole slideshow. You fucking around. You ain't fucking around, huh? Do you want me to crit this on stream for today's critiques, or do you want me to look at it later? Can I critique this? Fuck you. No. Can you fucking just not? Can I critique your maturity levels right now? I'd love to know your thoughts. My thoughts is this is really mature. I do have amazing hair and amazing legs. However, my thoughts is this needs to fucking die. This needs to all fucking die. So his presentation, it's up to you. He's like, yeah, burn it. It's not a good piece. It's just, there's nothing good about that. No. The frustrating thing is, like, you guys have done really good art for the Sailor Scoobs bullshit. Like, all the art for it has been really, really fucking good. So it makes it even harder to not, like, retweet it and show it. It will never die. I'm absolutely sure. It's a lot. No, Gobo. I guess it's perfect. I don't know. What did Procreate think? If you tell me, if you ever send me a message like, hey, guess what? So about that Procreate job, they saw your piece and I'm hired. No, I'm not gonna edit it out. I'll just go down with the ship. At this point, I can't escape it. There's no saving. The more I run from it, the more pieces get done, I realized. They didn't notice? Well, yeah. Then again, they do, like, I noticed Procreate does, like, it seems like they do, like, a once a month, just spamming of likes on people's pieces. Okay, so this is Lady of Knives piece, I believe. It looks like an OC character. She's doing possibly for D&D. I think kind of the obvious things here that I'm going to go with is just basic proportions right off the bat, right? Maybe if I... No, 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 you do not. It just gave me the worst visuals. I just got a terrible visual off that. You don't need to do that. Okay, so maybe he doesn't like the length of the skirt. All the skirts are pretty damn short. I will not lie about that. What's up, Big T? How you doing, buddy? Now I must... No, we don't need to encourage Bonnie. She is. That'll be available on your OnlyFans. YourOnlyFans.com/thedude, COODS. What do you mean your OnlyFans? What about my OnlyFans? I'm pretty sure I get it from my OnlyFans. Wind is a powerful tool. What's up, Polyhouse? It might be too long. It's definitely not too long. Guys, if you're following Polyhouse, go follow Polyhouse as well. Another fantastic artist. How you doing, homie? Available on OnlyFriends. Yeah. OnlyFriends. The only friends I have left are the ones that have not drawn me a Sailor Moon. Yet that's exactly my OnlyFriends. OnlyFriends.com/ I don't have friends left. Okay, focus. Focus. Lime face, lemon face. Lime face, lemon face. Yeah, those of you guys just showing up, we are doing a critique session. It's Tuesday. We do group critique sessions on these days. If you guys have any art you want to submit for critiques, feel free to drop it in chat. Yeah, y'all need to find Jesus, what Big T said. Hope you're doing good today, homie. What should you draw next, Busy? What's up, Jay Sears? How you doing, buddy? I didn't draw you, okay? What did you do? I call Delightful, you're about to get fucking banned. You're about to get banned. You colored me. At least you did at least make me a wrestler. Yes, you did at least make me wrestler. What is this? Do you want this critiqued? Am I adding this to the pile? This is actually a really good drawing. Semantics. Don't be pulling a gun out on me. I was feeling so sad the day I painted it, and then coming in and showing you my chat was the first time I smiled. Really? Because it was, it was the first time I didn't smile all day. So we just switched emotions? Is that it? I blame Sacred for the titling of a sketch. The sketch looks really good. Like, but if you want me to crit it, I would definitely crit it. The sketch, the eyes look fucking great. I don't know about the word choice. Um, what an art to walk in. Yo, Theory, what's up? Yeah, what an art to walk in on. Exactly. So it was it was a healing experience. It was definitely an experience. Yeah. I keep finding Jesus keeps telling me to close my eyes and count slowly backwards from 100. Um, okay, so you know what? On second thought, maybe this whole chunk will be edited out of YouTube. That's probably a good idea, Reina. Maybe I'll just drop the whole fucking thing. All right, reinstall my OS just to get my. Ooh, really? Gross. That sucks. Okay, so on this piece, you know what? Actually, what I'm going to try to do here. I don't know if this is going to work that well. So our big issue with this right now is going to be in proportions and what we're going to try to balance with proportions. So first thing I'm going to do is kind of get her head to like I don't know, just kind of try to shrink some stuff down. So let's get her head to maybe like an adult sort of body size, right? I will be on my phone. Okay, do it up, do it up, do it up, Sasuko. Good luck with it. Yeah, that's frustrating as hell. Tech issues just in general, right? I know we did decapitate her. Yeah, sorry, sorry, lady. We just killed off your character. We just Game of Thrones your character. So then let's kind of take these areas. Right. Your monster canceled. Or Scuba's R. Martin. Yeah, this is what happens to everybody. You know what? You know what her crime was? She drew me as Sailor Moon. That's that's what her crime was. Okay, so let's kind of measure out her head proportions here. You know, we got one, two, three. whoops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this isn't going to be perfect, but it doesn't really have to be. Seven heads tall. And usually what I do is the first head and then half a head is the neck. I usually have a head length in the torso, head length on the pelvis area. We kind of have her hips. So just drawing her hands over here. Might move her chest down just a little bit. What? Why are you not looking? Fucking measure it. You don't get to just put XOXO after you insult me, you know that, right? Just because you're cute, Jalen, doesn't mean that I just forgive. Actually, it does. It really does. If Jalen wasn't such a cutie, I would be mad at you, but I can't stay mad at you. Okay, so we're measuring these proportions, a little bit better. I'm kind of stretching her out, making this dress go down a little ways. Usually the shoulders are out like a head, a head and a head. Width on that doesn't have to be exact, it just kind of has to. Like with anything in art, it's also visual, so we're just kind of giving the general ideas of where things are at, right? A sucker for those puppy dog. I know, a sucker for that. Can't hate this Hershey's complexion. You can't just keep heading the command. It needs like a cooldown. Lurking, lurk away, lady, lurk away. Thank you for being here, but lurk away. Do what you gotta do. So we're adding these the arms down here. Just kind of see where things end up on your body, right? So with my elbows, they kind of go across a little bit above my belly button, right? So if we had her like skeleton structure in there, which is kind of what I want you to learn to do, is put a structure underneath here. Then we kind of have this area going on, right? Like her pelvis, her belly button. Those are there. Arms kind of are mid-thigh usually. Right. I think usually the thighs are usually like 2 heads, depending on what you got for an adult here. Right, so all this stuff is going to be helped out if we just kind of get these proportions in place. So already this is looking like from that to that. Now, if you want a more of a kid-like chibi look, I think ladies and nice is not here to explain what she was going for, but I'm just assuming this is like a D&D character of hers, and it's going to be like an adult woman or adolescent or whatever. A lot of that is just going to come down to like keeping your proportions visually straight and like in some kind of order, Can't you make cooldowns? I can make cooldowns, and I can also delete commands too. She looks ripped all of a sudden. How would you alter this if it was for a child? Okay, so if it was for a child, usually I think I would probably go 3 or 4 heads tall, right? So if we were drawing like a kid version of it, and I kind of eyeball these, so I don't know the exact proportions. Anybody can kind of correct me if I'm wrong. But usually the head is going to be bigger. That's kind of what we emphasize for kids. Kids is we think bigger head, bigger eyes. Just in general, shorter neck, right? Smaller body. So even smaller shoulder span, depending on the age of the kid. Um, I tried measuring using my own proportions, but then all my characters' hands were only reaching their crotch area. Sometimes you gotta stop touching yourself just to get it right. You know, just it's a quick thing. Only takes a couple seconds. Such a nice. I know he doesn't look like a demon child at all, right? This wasn't delightful when she was a kid. Drawing skulls. um, okay, so first, what I usually do is throw a line of action through it, and I kind of get the feeling from that central line, right? Timmy wants his presents. Is that me as a child? So edgy. You really were so edgy, yeah. Um, yeah, you and Delightful were basically related, Jay. R slash hold up. Sometimes you gotta stop. Please put that on a shirt, please. Bonnie, get on it. Put that in. Put that in with the rest of our ideas we will never do. Um, our ears and nose grow all through life, so older people use that proportionally bigger ears and nose, and drunks too have big noses. I did not know that. I did not know that. So usually what I do is I throw a line straight down the center as like a balancing point, and I'll kind of get an idea for like, does that look at the right height for me? Do I need to go a little bit further than that? But that's kind of an anchor point for it. Um, so in this case, we've got, let's say, one, two, three. Yeah, we're about 4 heads tall on this kid, right? Another thing is kind of bringing the shoulders like a sort of a downward curve instead of having our shoulders go up all the time. I see a lot of this with artists. A lot of the shoulders kind of look like all their characters like this. R slash brand new seriously takes notes. Um, so we put, but then we measure out the same shit, right? Belly button, kind of where that elbow goes. Mid thighs, kind of where those hands go, right? Um, so dress, if she was a kid, I'd put like the dress further down actually, just to kind of make it look a little oversized, you know. But all that stuff kind of the same. We just scale it down, right? And like I said, big big delightful eyes. How's her hair? Kind of curls over. Actually, wait, she'd be doing this. Big delightful happy eyes there. And then throw in the finger guns. Perfect. And then of course then we draw the skull. We put Reina's skull design on there with the bug coming out. And this was basically delightful all through school. Right? So that's how you draw delightful as a kid. 3 heads tall would be baby proportions. Four would probably work. Yeah, four. I feel like 4 or 5 probably works well for that. Like I would put this probably about like anywhere between like 6 to 10, right? If Plank was a real fucking kind of. What's up, John? How you doing, buddy? What's going on, man? Oh, you got a Loomis chart. Awesome. Yeah. And honestly, like I said, I don't remember exact proportions. But I think art is such a feeling out uh, sort of subject. As long as I'm not holding a cup, we're good. What? No, we're good. Doing well, just doing commissions? Okay, cool, cool, man. What commission you working on today? Swollen, red, and bumpy in appearance with the condition was once thought to be caused by drinking too much alcohol. A recent study questions that conclusion. No, go away. Wrong kind of cup. Partying delightful, yes. Uh, Depending on style, you will break it. Yes, yes. 100% luminous charge, just an approximate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's like a good point. It's the whole saying about to break the rules, you got to know the rules, all that good stuff, right? Um, Today's a chill day for you, yeah. Boozing and schmoozing, yep. Yeah. She's very much boozing and smoozing. Rhino Frima? Oh, so like the study was bullshit, anyways. I have no t-shirt design to take care of. Then I have a portrait one. How do you feel about doing portrait ones, dude? It's so. Why would I want to update you when you don't even work? Uh, Remind me tomorrow. Know the rules so you can break them. Yes. What's up, Benjamin? How you doing, buddy? What's going on, man? Okay, so that's for a kid. In this case, looking at the adult, the adult portion. Um, if you could have something with your brilliance, baffle them with bullshit. That is a good life motto. I'm gonna have to start learning how to baffle with bullshit. Portraits relaxing because I've just seen them as studies. Yeah, I was gonna say like there's a little bit of a different level of concentration that kind of goes into portraits, right? Um, okay, so back to this one. This is kind of where I want you to work on, lady. If you see this on YouTube later, and then just things like even with the face, kind of lining stuff up like we talked about earlier. Between the eyes is usually one eye length between each eye, right? Eyes usually line up with the ears and the eyes. The top of the ears and the eyes usually line up. The nose kind of goes to your bottom of your ear, right? You can draw lines through there. Um, with so much BS that you walked away knowing the right answer from hearing the wrong one and think, I would love to get to that point in life where I could just BS my way through it with confidence. I've definitely known people that can do that. Um, and you know that they don't know what they're talking about, but man, they're like so convincing. They're just like uh, going to town on it. All right, so then we're kind of gonna straighten a little bit of things out on the head. You have a lot, kind of a little bit crooked with this. So this is sort of an attention to detail thing too. Is just lining up a lot of your shapes, right? So we'll get another color here, and just kind of show you um, what I mean by that. It's just kind of keep the center line in your face. Keep like these lines where everything should go. A line where the nose should go, right? So then we would draw like maybe down here. In this case, it looks like she's kind of tilted off to the side. So we keep everything lined up within those center areas as well, right? And like I said, the tops of the eyes, tops of the ears. Usually the bottom of the ear kind of goes to that bottom of the nose part. So you have to imagine this going through the hair a little bit. Um, but keep your lines in proportion. Like you got a boob curve here, but keep your boob curves kind of the same. Um, that way you give them just a little bit more like symmetry and visually pleasing lines, right? They don't need to be robotically the same because that's not how life works. But if we have one just kind of dipping off and one going up, um, like this is really like curving off really fast, where this is kind of going straight up. So just little details like that is going to make a character sort of pop off the page, or it's going to look. I don't want to say amateur because we're all learning, right? And I don't. I think amateur has a connotation, but it shouldn't. Like amateur should be a process of learning and getting to a professional stage. Um, So when I say amateur to anybody, just consider it sort of like more like a business sense of things, right? We want to make it look professional and not amateur, uh, and that's just kind of like stepping up to the next level of art, right? Um, and a lot of that comes from just attention to detail on stuff. Bedtime for me. Yo, Connor, have a great night. Go get some sleep, buddy. Thank you for coming in and hanging out for a little bit, man. Um, then claiming smoking doesn't cause. That's like studying non-smokers with heart disease and claiming smoking doesn't cause heart disease. Uh, yeah. Let's see. Portraits are a bit more pressure because you have to get the final product look like the person you're drawing. Yeah, I guess that makes sense too, right? Because they're going to look at it all day, unless you're really good at portraits and you can just kind of knock it out. Like I said, like the origin of flat Earth theories right there. Improvising and bullshitting. That's how you get by. A lot of people can't. That's like fake it till you make it, right? I mean, that's like legit. You can get by on it. I can't lie because it would be dishonorable. That looks like an uncomfortable bra situation. I don't know. I don't know. I have no experience on it, to be honest. I would have to ask around. Although we did get the lecture on bras last time, I believe. Looks more professional. Sift through my bullshit. So I make up for my humble compassion with being a hot-headed rage fiend, so it balances out. Yeah, I can't sift through people's bullshit because my energy levels at that point are just like, it's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. I think literally mean to love. Loving something doesn't mean you're bad at it. Same with professional. You mean you make money off it, not that you're good at your job. I mean in this case maybe I should say more polished. Maybe I should just say more polished, right? I mean the idea that is behind your artwork. Hey Dibujos, what's up? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? We are doing critique sessions today, so this was Lady of Knives on that. These will be uploaded. Like I said, if you guys had submitted something and you gotta bounce out, these will be uploaded on YouTube later. So amateur is someone who does something, play the piano, and then enjoy that they're not doing this. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. So maybe not the right word then. Glad to be learning some. um, I guess we'll just say more polished, right? Okay, whose was this one? Least favorite. Well, it's made for the love of it, though. You know what I mean? It's made for the love of it, not as a business, as we've learned today, right? These are your frogs? All right, meow. So what do you want to learn from this one? What are you thinking? These are really simple line drawings. These are really cute, by the way. Um, is there a certain thing that you want to go into with them? What do you want to do with them? Are you just kind of drawing them? Like, what's kind of your goal with the critique that you would like to explore? You know this Froggo? You know both these Froggos? This one kind of looks a little bit like Hypnotoad. The right one's so adorable. It feels a little Hypnotoadish. Clearly not amateurs of language. Um, who will win? Frog versus Toad to standoff. See, that's another thing. I would not. I would just call these both frogs. I have no like language comprehension. They're cute. I love that. I want to start shading and adding detail. Okay, okay, perfect. Um, okay, so with shading stuff, that's really good. So I know, kind of know where you're going with this. Um, Now with shading on stuff, the thing with this that I would think about, dude, I love Futurama. You know Bufu's Marina. Where's the toad? What is that emote? Um, so the thing that I'm gonna think about when I'm shading stuff is like contours of shapes, right? So we know that shape kind of curves like this, right? And we know how light is going to hit off that. It's going to hit probably until about right here. And then there's going to be like a ledge, right, where it starts to curve under. So we know that that curve under is usually going to be like in shadow, right? So any of these pieces like this, we can either take another layer over top, we can take some tracing paper if we're doing traditionally, if we want to work it out, and we can kind of generalize the idea that all these things in here are shapes, right? That sort of curve and they have contour. Even though there's going to be a lot of different ideas with him because he's got like more spots sticking out, just in general, we're sort of looking at the basic forms and the basic curves of these things, right? Crocodiles and alligators are the same. I would not be able to tell them apart. I would not know which one's a crocodile, which one's an alligator. I would just be like, yeah, that's a croc. That's an alligator right there. That's a crocodile right there. That's definitely a toad. Okay, so going back to this, these legs are also going to be tubes, right? So we know these have these shapes on them. Crocs have rounded snouts. Crocs are what people wear on their feet. Yes. That's a fine crocagator. That's a fine crocagator right there. Right. So even those things are going to be tubes, right? So we kind of think of where that's going to curve down. Usually, I just think about like halfway through or halfway down on that limb is kind of where it curves. So I kind of go in here with that in mind. Like sun. Let's say our sun's coming top down in this case, right? So I just kind of, as a blanket area of shading, I kind of cover all of this. Now, the reason I'm not covering this part, for instance, is that's kind of a cylinder that's sticking out, and now that's hitting the sun, right? So like the rest of this is curving under, and this is kind of getting some shadow. But this part is almost like a tube sticking out into that sun or that light source, right? So it's kind of coming out. Same here, same with these limbs, right? So this is going to be hit by the sun now because it's going to be coming out of that body, right? But underneath that elbow, it's probably going to dip down into shadow again. Where that palm comes out, that's going to hit some sunshine as well. It's a crocagator. The most dangerous. I'm prone to saying frogs and alligators, not toad or croc. Really? Maybe it's like just a Missouri thing. We just simplify all our shit. Yeah, I don't think I ever say toad. I think I say frog all the time. You look at the adorable. You look at the adorable noses. Observations. Okay, we'll throw that in. You want me to critique on this, Titanium? Is what you're saying? That's dope, dude. That's definitely Hypnotoad. I stopped in after one of Stellar's streams rated. Oh, here? After my how many people? How bad was Delightful the other night when she was drinking? I know Maddie like had to take over for her at some point. Different things with same with Crocs and Gators. They are two different animals. They're really two different animals. But they're like so much alike. They don't seem like two different animals. Did they all ribbit? Do toads and frogs go ribbit? Okay, so Here's kind of the way that I think about stuff. I'd probably like put like a little bit of shadow underneath this because this is kind of a bulb, right? A little shadow underneath that eye because that's going to create a little bit of cast shadow because it's a ball that comes out, right? Um, so anything underneath it, that sunshine's not going to hit, right? That's why you have that light up here. Um, so this is the way I do cell shading: is I just throw in like a layer of purple, a flat color or whatever, and then I kind of gloss over it with one flat color. Now you might be painting this or something, so you can kind of get different darknesses on certain parts, and that would be good. The one thing that I would do too here is, you have shadow under this, shadow under the nose. He's probably got some kind of a brow here. I don't know how that structure works. I'd have to look up reference, but I'm guessing if he's got like a ledge on his eyebrows here, there would be a little bit of shadow on that as well. Um, these little rivets and curves, I would shade underneath those as well. Just throwing some simple shading on there would do a lot. They're different, dang it. Toads croak, frogs rivet. Toads croak and frogs rivet. You're in for good news. Toads are a type of frog. Toads and frogs are two different things. Same with crocs and gators, two different animals. Um, they all kero kero. They all kero kero. They're different, like chimps and capuchin monkeys are different. Capuchin monkeys? But they're all like primates, right? Most frogs have long legs and smooth skin covered in mucus. Toads generally have shorter legs and rougher, thicker skin. Both are amphibians. Yeah, so like primates and amphibians, right? I'm just gonna call them all frogs. They're all still frogs to me though. Um, okay, so back onto this shading, right? Let's see, we get so now same thing with the arms, right? The little bumps that stick out, we can hit the top of those with a little highlight as well, because those might be sticking out into the sun. So as long as they're kind of sticking out from the body where that curve is, they might be getting some of that sunlight that's coming down on them. And that's like a little way to sort of like highlight and give things texture as well. Um, I think Tanium had shown me a thing about that when we talked about painting was like pulling contrast from one area down to the bottom area. Whatever's happening at the top, pull it down to the bottom and put little ideas of it in there. Um, Frogist, that's Frogist. Frog versus frog. Toads are not frogs. That's like saying ravens are crows. Ravens are kind of crows, yeah. Yeah, I get it. Ravens are kind of crows. You're right. Um, Same order, but they're otherwise not the same genus or family. Do you know your biology? I do not. I do not. Not down to that point. Ravens are birds and crows are birds. Yes, frogs are toads and toads are frogs. Cultured swamp. What's up, Wade? Yeah, we're learning biology right now. The whole point is you shade a toad and a frog in the same way. That's really all that matters. You can shade them both the same. That's the beautiful thing about it. Gators and crocs did not evolve from the same thing? What does gators and crocs evolve from? What's next? Rats or mice? Kind of. I mean, yeah. Mind blown. Mind blown. L way to cuff in chat, guys. If you're not following way to cuff, show that man some love. Show L way to cuff some love. Um, okay, did this help at all beyond the biology lesson? Does this help with the approaching shading and stuff like that? Um, you know what's missing? Beer. I think we probably all need a lot of beer. Yeah. Next, he's gonna say hot dogs. Well, yeah, yeah. If they're shaded the same, they're all the same to me. Thank you. If they're shaded the same, they're all the same to me. Are on opposite sides of the school building. Yes. Yes. Yes, very much so. Very fucking much so. Um, okay, so that's kind of my take on just how I would add a simple layer of shading on this. Is I would just kind of look at the roundness of shapes and see where the shape kind of turns over away from the light, and that's kind of where you want to go, where the sun's not going to hit. Let's Next, you'll say chimps and gorillas are the same thing. Well, well, well. I mean, if I'm gonna draw them, I'm kind of drawing basically. Yes, I'm still taking critiques. Beer, how about a shot of whiskey? If he goes back into hot dog sandwiches, it's over. Um, okay, but yeah, that's my quick idea on how to shade it. Simply is just look at the frog and the toad, shade them the same way as you would a croc and an alligator. People are just, I guess, I don't know. I mean, yeah, we're all the same thing, right? We evolved somewhere out of a cave or something. Just sticks to shade of worms. Thank you. Thank you, Wade, for putting me on the right track. Yeah, I'm not a biologist. I will put that in my rules, my disclaimer. Um, when you guys are here, it's not a biology lesson. It is about art. But I hope this helped. I hope this helped with the shading on stuff. Apes are people, yes. They have rights. Um, Yay, Jeffrey! Thank you for the biddies, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the bits that I know came from the biology lesson. This is so helpful. Okay, I'm glad it was. I'm glad it was. I don't know if I covered exactly what you wanted to know. I really like your simplified drawing stuff too, by the way. Um, but like I said, just thinking in terms of if you're struggling with shading and stuff, think in terms of simple shapes right now, just to start off. Um, okay, next up. Next up, I think this is Masters. And this is going to be for an emote. Drag through the jungle by your pinky. Oh my god. Farley, what's up? Oh my god. Huzzah. Cookie raid. Let's do this again? Again, let's do this. You're making a lot of trips back and forth here, aren't you? Josh Meyer, what's up? Studio Dogger, what's going on? Crazy Waco, what's up? Chromarian, how you guys doing? Marie, is it Marie.com? Marie underscore com. How you doing? Welcome everybody. Welcome, Kate Ventures. How you guys doing? What's up? Maybe, maybe, yeah. Welcome everybody who came by. We are in a biology lesson right now. Apparently, um, a gorilla. Did you guys know a gorilla won't eat your face, but more likely use brute strength? But a chimp will eat your face, and that's what makes them different. Thank you, Zix Nano. Thank you for the biology lesson. I knew you popped in for an important reason. Um, it came from you making people have to drink from the biology lesson. What's up, everybody? How was stream though? Welcome, everybody. No, we're not. He sucks at biology. This is not a biology lesson. I promise you that. Uh, a wolf can breed is because they fall in love with each other. um, I like breaking things down into shapes or just lines and forms. You to imagine things. Yes, it is. It is a lot. Zoology, not biology. Well, they're kind of the same. That's like saying toad, frog, alligator, crocodile. It's kind of the same shit, right? Um, he's like, what up? Yeah, this is those of you guys who are here. Farley, how did your stream go over there? I got to hang out with Farley. I don't know if it's fairly like fair, like right and wrong type of fair, or if it's Farley like Chris Farley, like in a van down by the river. So correct me on what it is. Um, I got to hang out with her the other day. She stopped in the stream Sunday night, I believe, and we met another Kansas City streamer. So another Missouri Squad person, as Farley creates over there. Another, oh my god, and Mimi, holy shit. Holy shit. Are we getting double rated right now? Are we getting double teamed on this? Do you guys tag team us? What's up, me? Me? Yeah, we have some Missouri Squad people in here. So Farley Crates is another Missouri Squad person, um, painting up that Patrick Mahomes piece on on Instagram, but also doing some really really cool traditional art over on her stream. It was a blast to hang out with her. She had a really great idea that I really want to steal, which is uh, chat gets to put the streamer in timeout so they stop talking and start working. I really want to steal that idea because that was a really really good idea. Um, but her stream is fantastic. I hope you guys go show her some love. What did you? I really actually want to use it. If it's okay with you, I will use it because I don't like stealing ideas from people unless they say like it's totally okay. But I love that idea because there are so many times when I don't get work done, and if I almost need somebody to stream to be like, you need to work. You need to go in timeout for 10 minutes and just draw, and then I will feel less bad about it. You know. And me, me, me. So Farley, me, 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 me. I always want to say your name like Beaker. When I time out for talking. Excuse me, Reina. Excuse me. It's all good. Okay, I want to make sure. I want to make sure. Delightful. I don't know. So Delightful in chat. Delightful. Finger. My favorite emote right now on Twitch. Delightful. Uh, she is a Missouri Squad person as well, and she streams on the weekends, and she is fucking amazing too. I'm gonna drop her emotes in chat because I love these things. Oh no, am I still sub to you? Oh no, oh no, did I run out of your sub? No, no, no. I can't like not have that finger guns emote. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I think my sub just expired. I can't live without my finger guns emote. Uh, this is the final boss. This is the final boss in D&D. Yes. It's an idea. It's meant to be. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the idea though, and I want to give all due credit where I got the idea from. Um, have to go now, yo, lady. No problem, no problem. If I'm missing anybody else's stuff in chat, please let me know. I know when chat gets going a little crazy. And we got some raids here, and we're doing critiques and all the stuff. Sushi, what's up? Ruby, what's up? Yo. Um, so every Tuesday is Critique Session Tuesday here. People submit their work and we go over critiques on this. This is Masters 8 right now. So we're going over his critique. They will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, which you guys can check out. It's all Scuba's art if you guys want to follow on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube. All that stuff. It's under Scuba's art. And we upload these that way you guys can all learn lessons from them. But Farley, I want to know what you did. Me. I want to know what you did on stream. Drop us the links to your Instagram so we can show people off. Links to whatever you're working on today. Let's see those links and let's show them off to people really quick before we get back to our critiques. This is Scuba's logic. Missed your face, Big Daddy. Hey, what's up, geek? I missed your face. I missed your face and everything below it. Every little spot. How you doing, geek? Did I trim my beard? I did trim my beard. It looks malnourished. It does. Like I do look really fucking young when I trim it up. This isn't even like as low as I used to trim it, but just because I had it for like a 2 week, that 2 week fest of like streams and podcast made me look like an actual man. And now I look like a 12-year-old who's smeared dirt on his face. Gonna look. Yo, do it up, Sushi, do it up. Check for finger guns again. Did you sub me? Yeah, I'm so happy now. I'm so happy again now. And Sheriff, yes, it's absolutely okay. Worked on Harvey Dent, Two-Face, and fleshed him out. Yes, I want to see your work, and I want to see Me's work. What you guys did, because I want to. When you guys raid, I'd love to show you guys off to stream. And give you guys all the love that you deserve. I hope that you both get a lot of follows from this chat. This chat is a wonderful, amazing place. A lot of people take care of each other. Thank you, Circa. I appreciate it. See, I won't yell at you for giving money to other streamers at all. You look, man, no, you look 12 if you shaved it all the way. I know, I have like no jaw. Also, I need like a haircut too, because I'm getting a little bit Missouri mullet going on. Maybe I'll just keep rocking it. Young because the eyes? Maybe. I don't know. I guess I do have like bigger eyes, right? Everybody take a drink. Oh, you subbed both of us. That works out perfect then. Okay, so anyways, like I was saying, everybody who is new here, we do critique sessions. If you guys have anything that you want critiqued or looked over, feel free to drop a JPEG in the chat. Tuesdays is all about critiques during our day streams. Night streams, we will be working on some commission work tonight. Um, so our current commissions are D&D commissions. This is one currently that we're working on. This is actually Master's D&D character right now, and Sacred Haze, who's in chat. I have his comic character almost all linked up. It's the No Face Girl. He wanted a face on here, but I couldn't draw it right, so it's just gonna be No Face Girl. I hope you're happy with that. Non-refundable deposits, by the way. Just want to throw that out there, but it's done. It's done. No, I'm gonna work on her tonight as well some more. But in the meantime, let's check out Mimi's work and Farley's work. Everyone needs a haircut. It's so bad, but like I'm kind of worried about like going to get one because that's where people kind of get sick. At least in Missouri, like I think one last time was like one place got like was traced back to getting like 60 or 70 people sick off one place. Take the hat. No, it's not coming off. It is not coming off. It is not coming off. Um, hey, Lord Vlad, what's up, buddy? I gotta go. Session starts. Oh, dude, I'm sorry I did not get to your thing in time. But yeah, D&D super important. I will. These will be uploaded to YouTube. So if you guys are following my YouTube, all those things will be there. Discord, Webtoons, and chats, and the store. You guys can check out all those links if you want. Um, oh, dude, you got a haircut the first time in 3 months. How does it feel right now? It's gotta feel good. I'm staying. Are you Ruby? Yeah. Are you getting shaggy over there too? Hair's so long right now. I need it. Yeah, theory. I know. I know. I've kind of thought about just buzzing it, to be honest. Um, okay. Here's Farley's. Here's Mimi's. We're gonna show off. The hat is glued on. At this point, very much so. Very much so. Um, Yeah, yeah. Post a JPEG in chat if you want. I'm gonna move through this section kind of fast. I usually like to spend a little bit more time on my raiders. We got double rated today. I'm very fucking thankful for it. You guys, you're amazing, amazing artist. Um, this is Rocky Horror. This is so awesome. I love this. So this is Mimi's work. This was a critique I think she brought in last time, and was really really well done. Took a lot of the advice on it, looks like, and the lighting is just popping out on that. Really really good. How let's do this. How often was I at cons? Um, pre COVID stuff, I was at like one a month for like the last bit of the year. But other than that, I was only doing like maybe one a year. Like cousin it. I'm bald because I can't grow hair, low maintenance. So right now, you're like the lucky one. Feels rad. Love you up for Mimi. I'm not going anywhere. You better not be. Team Team Missouri squad. You better be staying here all day, all night. Just tell everybody at home you're locked in. You're locked in. So this is a Draw This in Your Style. I love the Sephiroth piece. I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. The remake looked gorgeous. But Mimi has a very cool anthro style. It reminds me so much of like Fievel. Jeez, what are you jeezing about, Vaughn? You're Missouri squad too. You got to stay here too. You got to stay too. Uh, I shaved my side myself, but it's been November since December. How long do you get the rest done? Now you know how your chat feels with that. Oh, do you lay threats on them too? So yesterday, I actually found this out about Farley that I loved. We bonded over this. Chat was like, you read you read the bottom of chat first, and then you scroll up and you read the top, and then you read the middle, and you don't know what's going on. And as soon as I saw somebody say that, I was like, oh my god. I do the exact same shit. I will read the bottom of chat, and then be like, what the fuck was that comment for? And then I'll read the top, and I'll be like, I don't understand still. And then I'll go through the middle, all the way back to bottom, and then I'll be like, oh, then I put everything together. I love that you do that too. Just get the rest cut kind of whenever, yeah. Finally get up the courage to sign up for Seattle Comic Con. That would be cool. But I mean, I would still sign up because maybe I think next year will be really, really good. Um, all right, so sushi, we'll get yours up in there too. Um, okay, so this is Mimi Me's, and then I'm gonna show Farley's. I love this. I love this piece. I love your colors on this. Um, and then I love the cloud crossover here. It's so fucking good. I noticed you do that. It confused me. I know. Chat is confusing. I've never been. Farley does it a lot too, and I've never been on the other side of it where another streamer reads like I do. But I can understand why, because sometimes I was like, I wonder if she missed that. Should I retype it yet? And then you just wait. You just gotta. But I learned because the way I do it, you gotta wait it out. And sometimes I'll scroll back up and see it. And she was doing like the same thing, and I was like, I wonder if she missed the first comment on this. And then chat was like, you really read chat backwards, don't you? And I was like, oh, I do it too. Okay. Um, want to do more there badly? Yeah, I've heard. I want to do Rose City too out there. Um, but yeah, Mimi Me's art, guys, go check out Mimi Me. Lovely art. I love it. Farley's, who I met the other day, fellow Missouri squad, like I said, and I'm going to Seattle to get Ruby's D20 at some point. That's it. That's it. This was what I was over there with Farley, and I think she got the timeout, and I think she got put on like 11 timeouts. But she got a lot of this done, but her chat had to put her on timeout. So that's why I think it was like a really, really good idea. Um, so you see a lot of amazing traditional work on here. Um, my chat points to Farley in the order of 2 3. Yes. Each stream is my first stream because it's like I've never streamed before. Isn't that so fucking bad? I imagine you said you got rated by like Jim Lee too at one point, right? I cannot imagine. Oh, Baby Yoda. Every artist had to do a Baby Yoda. So I'll make dinner. So, yo, Reina, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, go get some grub, okay? Thank you for being here and hanging out. Skyward, this is a threat. Have a great night yourself, too. With Jim Lee rated her, that would be insane. I don't know how you handled that, chat. I got rated by Brox. Brox, I don't know if you guys know Brox. He's a wood carver. He brought 3,000 people over one night, and that was a fucking mess for me to try to get there. I'm surprised anybody stayed. I felt so bad for Brox because he just dumped all these people on me out of love, and I was just like, I didn't know how to read chat. I didn't know how to work on art. Baby Yoda's way cute. Oh, let's do this clipped Jim Lee's raid. But then I would have to scroll up and then scroll back down and all this stuff. Don't have mods, you goob? No, I had Siege in here that night. I had Siege, and I think Kimberly was trying her best to mod as well. But it wasn't the mod thing so much as it was just me not knowing how to talk all of a sudden. Start here. Did you read the first part? You do say that a lot. I noticed that a lot. It's like he didn't even read the first part. I think you call it out before I even do it. So 6 fan arts, awesome. God damn, I love these. Your work is so good. Here we go. This is the one I want to show off more than anything. The life of a streamer is super dope. Yes. Oh, the clip on her Insta. You know what's... I will definitely check that out. My sound is fucked up, so I wouldn't even be able to hear it. I have major audio issues today. I love this one. I gotta love this one. You're doing the same thing. Um, yeah, go check her stuff out, right, Vlad? She's fucking good. Go show some love to both these amazing artists, though. Thank you guys for the raids. Okay, let's jump back to critiques. I don't wanna keep everybody waiting too long while I babble on and off. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 critiques left to get through. So let's jam these out. Thank you guys both for the raids. I really do appreciate it. I love all the support you guys drop on us. So this is Masters 8. I think it was for an emote that he was doing. First thing I'm going to do is just kind of just get a little bit smaller. Oh. So I have some room to work for. Critiques, I'm thankful. um, but yeah, thank you guys a ton for being here. Let's fill these in. Okay, so this is for an emote critique. My main thing on this is I think I've seen his other emotes that he uses, and they're really, really good. But just kind of going over this really quick. Just my main thing on this is I just kind of want to... So like teeth, I think would kind of get a little bit of this, more like that down curve. And rather than have everything super sharp on this, because you have everything else about him is rounded, right? Except for we're putting his lip as like this triangle, and that almost like feels like an old school PlayStation polygon, right? So instead, I'm going to round it out more, like keeping the shapes consistent. Hey, Bun, what's up? How you doing? You got 40k points. How many points do you think I should make a streamer timeout for? So I think I'm going to do streamer timeout. I'm going to do join a D&D game. And then I'm going to do maybe a monthly giveaway where I mail out like a charm or something like that. But every point in is like a name and a hat, right? Hey, what's up, Echo? I typed your URL so quickly I only spelled out Scuba's Art. Scuba's Art, and then Twitch gave me the error message saying the channel doesn't exist, and I'm like, oh fuck, someone got Scuba's banned with the sailor art. Are you sure it wasn't? It'd probably be more like someone got me banned with stepbrother comments. Not sleeping again. Are you not tired? Are you just up or what? Streamer timeout is what Farley does on her stream that I loved when I was in there. Basically, chat, put streamer in timeout. They can't look at chat at all. The only way that anybody can communicate with her was the text to speech via bits. But then she basically had to do nothing but work for like 5 minutes, I think it was. I just want my Chibi Joker dad cap. I said it 3 times. You know what? I don't know the person that I was gonna ask to sew it, embroider it. I haven't seen her in a long time though, Jalen. The print shop that I have is the one that they do. It looks like shit. If you can find a place that will let me submit a design to embroider it, I will definitely I will just give you the design to fucking do it. Honestly, I don't care too much. But like, I couldn't find a good place at all for it. Wincest, welcome back, Kat. How you doing? The easiest way to get time out is to just say Triple H. Say what now? That does work. Yes, that does work. Great channel. Oh, for yeah, and we also have bedtime stories here. Either they hit $100 in a day in donations, gets them a bedtime story every night, or I think like 90,000 points gets them a bedtime story. And if they hit $1,000 in a month, I will read a chapter of Lord of the Rings, which literally takes me an hour. So those are all the channel points I got so far. Oh, you're up late, yeah. 5 minutes, I did get quite a bit finished, but I had to put a cap on it. People kept redeeming it. Yeah, when I was there, it was up to like 3 or 4, which would have been awesome. Hugh Hoagie, yes, exactly that name. How'd you know? How'd you know, Echo? You're only 11k away? I believe that's for Kim. Working on podcast? Oh, very cool, very cool. How's that going? Okay, so on this, like I said, whoops, I went in red. I didn't mean to do red. So the big thing for this, since it's an emote, is just kind of getting these shapes to match more the roundness of this character, right? So instead of having everything kind of jagged like that, let's keep it at least like some consistency with the whole face. Then I think it's just kind of a matter of seeing what will pop and what not. The rest of your emotes were really good, so I think this will actually turn out really good. Kim is your middle name? I don't think so. I know everything about you. What's up, AJ? Hey, Boop. What's up? Yo, guys, please go follow Abiel in chat. She is amazing, awesome, sweet, wonderful artist over there. Um, I hope that you're feeling better and doing good over there. But she's incredibly talented. You guys will love her. She's really, really chill. I think she's going to start streaming Mondays, Tuesday days now, and not the weekends, right? Could you switch your work schedule? Oh, you go to sleep at 3 or 2? I go to sleep about 3 o'clock also, bud. I have that same problem. What are you up to, Abiel? That's a terrifying thought? Yeah. Well, it's your fault for trying to be friends, you know? Um, okay, so next one is, I think, from Gobo. Mondays for sure. I don't know if I want to do Tuesdays yet. Yeah. How'd your stream go yesterday? I was lurking a little bit, but I could not. I couldn't really even chat, hang out. Um, okay. Let Bailey out. Let Bailey out. Slow, trying to figure out what to write for a part of it. What is the podcast for? Trying to be friends? What do you mean? I'm making effort. That means there's effort being made. I feel like that's a compliment, though. You need to get up at 6. Oh, you're going to be really, really, really tired. What do you got to get up at 6 for? Okay, so this is Gobo's work, I do believe. He showed us the rough lines last time. Beautiful stuff. I don't know if Gobo has a link to his Draw This in Your Style, but just a fucking amazing artist. Really, really killer stuff. Oh, well, that too. Yeah, circa that too. I meant, I meant on both ends, though. I meant on both ends, you know? It's a lot of try, it's a lot of fails, you know? Oh, you take care. Oh, you do got to be up really early to take care of farm animals. Yeah. You and Palamine got to do that. Okay, so Gobo on this work. First of all, it's fucking beautiful. That too rude. What's up, Calvers? Welcome back, buddy. How you doing, man? Okay, let's see this. Also, anybody in chat can kind of critique things as well. I think so. The one thing I'm kind of having a little bit of trouble with is it looks like it looks like this is water or a road, but I'm guessing it's water with maybe blood coming down it, and this is somewhere the currents are. Um, Soy-based podcast. One of my characters from a webcomic makes an announcement. Oh, that's right. That's right. In the future. That's right. You told me. I can try it here. Will you Discord that to me, Jalen, so I can have it somewhere where I can like hold on to it and check it out? That would be awesome. I definitely will send you the file or whatever. Because I don't mind you. I don't mind you getting that. Okay, so the thing that I would kind of do with yours is let's kind of take that down a little bit. Try a little bit of a glow dodge. Actually, we'll use an airbrush, I think, for this. Rather than a hard brush. Basically, what I want here is if this is water, I want to kind of, if this is water or even ice, right? Like it might be ice, right? So ice kind of has like this thing on the surface that you can kind of see underneath. Um, and then like little specks on the top, right? So if it's frozen over, we'll see that. But I don't think it's frozen over because we have like, it looks like Riptide going through here, right? And that I'm going to put like little bits more white on the caps. Um, and this kind of would be like maybe like a study Bob Ross moment, just to figure out how to do that. But what I'm doing is kind of like throwing out sharper lines that come together at little certain points. But the whole idea is that I'm not going to have this sort of look. And we can kind of crank it down too if it's a little bit too much, right? Hey, welcome back. Did you miss nothing? Nope, nope. This is Gobo's piece. We're kind of working on right now. So I think my main focus right now is to show that this is either frozen water, or just water in general somehow. So we can make it like water in a lot of different ways, and a lot of it's like just different textures and stuff that we use with our lines that kind of go across stuff, right? I would kind of shrink these a little bit. Just whatever. Little snow might look cool too. That's kind of like an inverting effect. A little snow that fell over here, even though these are cleared out. That's why I think this might be a road, but I'm not too sure. Because this looks like blood that's kind of flowing down and a little bridge over the top of it. That's got to be water. But either way, I kind of want to make it clear. I have to go eat. It was a 9-hour stream. Yo, eat, please eat. Please eat. That's a long stream without food. Yeah, Farley, thank you so much for being here. Don't even worry about it. Go eat. I know exactly how it is. Whenever I raid somebody, I raid and run, and I feel so bad. But go get food. Guys, go show Farley some love, please. She's a fucking amazing artist over there. I really, really love these colors a ton, first of all, on this. One thing we kind of do even is we could also give him like a little bit of a sort of smoke breath, coming out here. Right? A little bit of that. Bailey's tummy's upset. I love that huzzah. It's really good. Oh, we could even. Oh, I think it's facing the wrong way for huzzah finger guns. For huzzah finger guns combo. Damn it! It is facing the wrong way. Oh well. I heard you ask about stream yesterday. It was good, pretty short, but had fun. Yeah. Do you like streaming on the weekdays compared to weekends at all, or was it kind of something new in general? Right. So I'm putting a little bit more of it up by his nose, kind of where that smoke is or that breath is coming out, and then I'm just kind of throwing it down there a little bit more, and that could be like a little bit too much still. But we'll just kind of play with that idea. Something to kind of mess with. I love the white highlight on the back of the plate on the horse's head. Whoever this is, Gobo's, I believe. I don't know if Gobo is here. Hey Queen, what's up? More Missouri Squad people. What's up, Queen? Only the horsemen and the god rays on the trees seem over textured, but other than that, looks like unfinished areas. The brush texture shows strokes show too much and take focus. On which part, Tanium? I prefer weekends, I think. Yeah. Your Saturday streams feel like you were getting a groove, to be honest. Like your Saturday streams felt like it was going in a really nice place. There's another Queen artist and Farley My God, there's a lot. What's up, Meatball? How you doing, buddy? Um, Farley Crates that just rated us. Also, another Missouri Squad person. I think Queen, you said you stream too, right? Although we're all kind of on the Kansas City side now, Jalen. You got to get over here. Yeah, I'm not sure where you mean what you mean by where the. Do you mean the textures on the horse head are a little bit too much? Meetup is gonna be lit. I know. Planet Comic Con next year. Planet Comic Con. We need to make a Missouri TwitchCon thing. At this fucking rate, we might sell out. Everyone's doing well and being safe. Yeah, I think so. What about you, Vlad? How's things going over your way? Oh, you got well. August, I guess it's not that far, right? The hard thing with you is they keep switching everything up. Yeah, so I think this is a really really good piece. But those are my main critiques on this. I really don't want to mess with this too much because it's such a good fucking piece. Um, I might go in here a little bit darker just to help these pop out. I mean, you're pretty dark in here, but um, we could play with just this side that's out of the sun as being little bit more in shadow even. And like I said, the one thing I really really want to see is if this is water it's running down a creek. Let's make it kind of look like water, or at least like ice or something, um, and kind of not in that sort of like middle ground of gray. Um, I think a cool effect on here would actually be to do one thing that I might do is hit a layer above this, and what you can kind of do is get a little bit of snow stuff in here. So when I draw snow, I kind of clump it together. Little flecks. You just finished Meatball. Can we all get a B and B? I think that's the way that we have to do it. B and B's for artists are like the best thing to do. Looks like a single rendered sunlight over the trees. God rays look God rays look too sharp. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, where they should be like a soft thing, a soft airbrush thing with the God rays, right? So instead of like having streaks and stuff like that, just get a soft brush and make that effect. Um, Even if I don't sell art, hell yeah, you could be like the runner for all of us. You could be the runner, just all of our tables. Anytime he needs a pee break or lunch, then Queen is there. Yeah, schedule changes. I know that's so fucking frustrating though. Okay, so what I'm doing with this is built filter, Gaussian blur, on these. I have it set to about 6, but you see how that kind of changed some stuff. And then on the top of it, we can even add hard snowflakes, and all that does is create. That's going to create like the idea of distance, right? Or maybe we could put a little snow on him. He's got some snow on him already, so maybe he'd have some on his cape, right? And then we could just keep blurring that too. Like I said, set it to 6, blur it again, Um, so all those things just kind of keep the idea of like atmosphere in it. Just to think of little tiny touches that we can do. Hey, Pastel, what's up? How you doing? Play with color corrections. Oh, you think so? Okay, added the color. You know what? I was actually really liking the warm feel with it because it gives it something a little bit different. But maybe you're right. Like if we want to, it feels like that warm part of where like things are about to melt. You know. But maybe you're right. Like if you want a cold, cloudy feel to it, uh, kind of playing with more blues and stuff in there as well. Give me a chance to meet people. I love meeting people at cons. Going to a con to walk around and see y'all, and the B&B for the festivities. I just thought I'd pop in. Yo, no worries, Queen. Yeah, Airbnbs. I'm embarrassed. I don't know what that. Oh, a B&B is like an Airbnb. They're like little like houses you can rent out rooms, instead of hotels. They're usually quite cheaper. You get a kitchen usually with them. You get your own bedroom, showers, all that stuff. Make it feel so chill though. I actually like the warm feel because it's in contrast. But I think what Jalen is saying too is like is a good point of like, what do you want to make your audience feel? Do you want to make them feel cold? To me, this feels like spring is kind of coming around, um, and things are gonna start melting. So maybe that was, I don't know, maybe that was the goal too, right? I have dibs. I haven't met stepbrother. AJ, we would have met this year too. You know that, right? We would have met like literally like probably 2 3 weeks ago. I thought it was a straight up winter scene. It to me, I know there's a battle here too. Because the reason that I know there's a battle, first of all, is because I saw the rough sketch and he said a battle. He wanted a battle scene or like some idea. So that's why I looked. That's why I see this blood. Otherwise, I would have missed this, and I may not know what the story is. That's one thing that I want is like maybe like a little bit of clarity um, on what's going on. This doesn't have to be like super pronounced, but if there's blood running into here, make this a river. Um, but yeah, I think it looks fucking beautiful though. Honestly, it's not a bed and breakfast. It's like like if you had extra rooms in your house, you would rent out a room in your house for like 20 30 bucks a night to people who were staying in town, right? Literally the beginning. I know. Literally the fucking beginning of this month, right? The homies and I just rented a cabin in Kentucky for like 80 bucks. Yeah, it's so nice. I love Airbnbs. Yeah, they're legit, and most artists actually don't know to get an Airbnb, and they spend like a couple hundred on a hotel, and that's really fucking dipping into your pockets as an artist versus splitting a room with somebody and doing like 20 30 bucks a night, right? I need to get my convention Discord back up and running. I have a Discord with convention stuff, and people can like meet up and stuff in it and work out tables and all that shit. And I need to get that going again, or at least like get people into it for next year. Okay, this is Setsuko's now cover piece. So let's duplicate layer. Always BB, yeah, always, always. It's just like it compared to staying in a hotel, and you think you have to make up that table price on top of everything. It's just kind of ridiculous to try to do that for admission to a convention, or or to my Discord. What are you talking about now? Okay, so Setsuko on this piece. This is a cover piece. Um, So first thing I would have to do is I would look at like how this is how your composition is set up, right? We have a lot of inconsistencies here with like things breaking over this line um, that almost make it feel a little bit unbalanced. Okay, B and B's instead, guys. About to go eat, but have time. Okay, perfect. I'll try to go through this quick because we are like moving through these a little bit slower today. Yes, you have to. Yes, you do. You need. I need a convention. I need 3 forms of ID, and I need to do a background check on you. I did let AJ in, but now I'm much more strict. Those were earlier times as a Wild West. Um, okay, so what I would do instead of having these two kind of uh, crammed into each other, because she's not just not very dramatic right now, right? She's first of all she's kind of in between like facing us and facing to the side. Um, but what I would do with this is, and it's kind of a typical sort of pose, but you know what they say about typical stuff. It's there because it works, right? School ID from years ago count. Yeah, yeah. If you used it to buy beer, it counts. If you used it like fake IDs, they count. You know, college IDs, those count. So I would have her almost like sideways, right? Sideways, kind of looking down, and then I would have him maybe the same way, um, like almost like a back-to-back thing, you know? Ignore these shitty sketches, but right. And what I would do with his hair is if I'm splitting these two things, I would not really, I don't know if I would really want his hair cutting through that so much. Um, but also kind of dividing these a little bit more evenly. Credit card info too. Yes, AG will take your credit cards. It is approximately $4.99 a month to access to the Discord, but it'll be worth it. I promise it'll be worth it. What about third grade? Do you have a good skincare routine that you look like you're still in third grade? Uh, Next, cover some good tips. Yeah, yeah. Um, so just kind of, even you could have actually, we could even go like almost more along the lines of back to back, right? Um, but the whole point is like kind of giving these two like a little bit of motion, away from little bit away from each other, right? And they're not like crowding towards each other. When they're facing each other, there's just not a whole lot of room, and they're kind of crowding out a lot of that space. Versus facing away, it's like a little bit more dramatic of a pull. I would probably have her head actually up here. If I have him, I would kind of match their heads into a line, and just kind of keep their dynamics and stuff, right? Um, Joke's on you, I'm broke. Yeah, it's kind of cramped, and I know I'm drawing really sloppy over this um, right now, but the idea is just like pushing them apart. Also, with the title thing, think about how we can kind of mess with this title, right? I almost think that the beyond part could go a little bit bigger, right? So how can we do things with text that like um, sort of like add another element to things? Because text and lettering in comics is actually a really really big deal. People often overlook it. Um, but sometimes there's a little bit too much space. Like maybe this beyond part could be a little bit bigger and stand out, um, be a little bit closer to it, things like that. As far as like your actual drawings and stuff, so things to remember with this is remember where we have these folds, we kind of have these little bit of triangle shapes. This is just shorthand, right? So we put these little triangles in here, um, just to kind of emphasize those folds, right? So maybe we have folds over there. We keep our shapes, since this is a jacket, it's gonna have it's not gonna have these squigglies. So let's watch our like line control on this, okay? So all these squigglies will not be here to this level. They'll be more like these fat sort of curves and stuff, right? Same thing kind of coming up out of here. He's kind of got the same stuff with him, like um, little shorthand cheat. Whenever you have those folds like that, is that little triangle shape, and then like a line above it, right? And you can add little other lines too if you want, but same idea. We're kind of just making these shapes more like thicker clothing. This looks like almost like an outdoorsy type of thing, so it's going to be thick clothing, right? So in that case, we make the folds fatter. Oh, so your school ID would literally be your school ID. The reason I saw the mistakes, that's my bad. That's okay. It's okay. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. This is where you saw. Okay, okay. So your file came out different, right? Same thing with hands, right? So with hands, think of where the knuckles go, right? Usually I kind of put one finger kind of up on the drawing, above everything. But I don't know if you can see it that well. What I'm drawing over. Yeah, it gets pretty damn dark too. So that I guess that's another thing too is like, uh, can we lighten up your background to make these things stand out a little bit? Like that hand gets really lost with all that detail because everything is so dark. But even then, like shapes, solid shapes, if they're non-organic shapes, let's keep them solid as we can. I know you said this was the program messed with you on this, but just in general for anybody else, let's keep the shapes solid when they are like non-organic shapes. Study hands, yeah. Well, we all do. What's up, Oobs? How you doing, buddy? You graduated at 17, really? You were a smart one over there, huh? Was it early, or was it you just like your birthday was like at a different time than the other kids? Okay, so those are my general ideas. I'm kind of going to move through these a little bit quicker if I can. But yeah, maybe work on composition instead of having people face each other like that. Let's give them room to breathe. Let's space them outwards a little bit. Um, Hard shapes, even with the hair. With the hair, I kind of want you to work on it. Um, where let's make it look like we know we want it to go a certain way. So we kind of give it a little bit of like more fullness. Like you have one line that kind of goes straight up here. I'm not sure if that just goes off in the distance, but it's kind of like telling the reader like this is what I intend to happen, instead of having enough squiggly shapes on here, right? So I think of hair sometimes in clumps with stuff like this as well. Yo, Mimi, have a great night, guys. Go follow Mimi Arts. Thank you so much for the raid over there. I really do appreciate it. Have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, you started a year early. Okay. Okay, so that was my quick critique on that one. Good stuff though, Setsuko. Thank you for submitting. Let's see. Now we got Biggie Boos. Whoops. Biggie Boo. All right. So biggies. Biggie. Biggie. Let's get ready to rumble. Are we getting amped up for Biggie? Okay, biggies. My Biggie Boo. My Biggie Boo. You know I love when Biggie Boo submits. We always get like a we always get to do a little comic book breakdown. I feel like that's my favorite parts. Okay, tell me the story. Tell me what's going on with this. Let's see how we can break this down and lay this out. Biggie's name just gives me energy. I don't. It always gives me energy too. Whenever he comes in chat, like even if I'm tired and have like a low energy day, I'm always like Biggie Boo, hey Biggie Boo. Okay, so I'm gonna lay your stuff out over on this side. Okay, so it looks like the first thing we're kind of doing here is she's showing him a note. Then he kind of looks like he's inside his head. He got friend zoned or something. He's really sad. Hey, Echo Horb, what's up, homie? Gotta go, yo, Ruby. I will. Yeah, I will be on tonight too. Hopefully I don't have PC issues. Hopefully I can figure it out. Um, but yeah, have a great night, Ruby. There goes my baby submitting more comics. I know, right? I'm so proud of him. Does not want her to go because he's in love with her, but he doesn't know how to admit it yet. Okay. Perfect. So, she asks is that they have stabbed his puddle yet. See if it can take damage. Okay. Is she kind of a little bit crazy in that last panel? Hey, welcome back, pal of mine. All right, so I dig this. I dig this long shot on here. Good cityscape. What I would do is instead of she's kind of you have them both kind of over on the sides of the panels. So like, what I would do is just have them a little bit closer, like they're friends. So she can be holding out that panel, right? And then we can have that city in the background. I love it's a good establishing shot. It's a great establishing shot. You have the city in the background. You have all this stuff going on. But you have them both like kind of cut off with the panel. I don't know if that's because you're making room for wording or not, but like we don't need this dividing line down the middle. We can have this as one panel and it actually works. And then we have room for words on the side even, right? Or even in the middle here, right? We don't really need that dividing line at all, actually. Um, hey, Flethling, morning, buddy. How you doing? Good part of the top of the canvas cut off? Is it just me, or is a good part of the top of the canvas cut off on my screen or on the comic panel? The second one has a layer turned off. The clouds are on the second panel. Oh, on my screen? I don't know. It looks normal on my OBS. Looks good to you? Got my smoothie? Yeah, set up for work. What'd you put in the smoothie, man? The first shot's your fave. It's a good shot. Biggie's doing really good. I love that establishing shot. Um, Maybe try reloading or try going in and out of stuff. Mine shouldn't be cut off. Although you might see like a little bit of my top bars cut off, but that's just my tools and stuff up there. Oh, talking about the third panel background. Bananas, blueberries, maca powder, honey, and all. Does maca give you energy? I never really got much from it. He got that good. I know he really does, man. He really does. Okay, so my first thought is make this one panel, make this a long panel, right? Um, Now, if we want to do a long panel on here, second panel, right? We can have her arm here with the note, right? Holding that out. This is what I would do: is I would have this kind of be the majority of it, and then I would just be looking at him like, hey, like kind of a sort of sad faced, right? I don't know what this expression is. Kind of like that. Yeah, okay, right. But I would kind of go close up on him, have that other angle of the city in the background that we were establishing it. Um, I like the the different characters you drew in, that's kind of cool. But rarely would I have like the sort of like the balloons kind of going down like that. You know, usually I try to make them go up. That's a small little thing. Um, Probably placebo. What's up, Alice? Alice FX, how you doing? What's up? How's your day go over there? What you getting up to? Probably placebo. I think it's supposed to make me feel better medicinally. Just makes me feels like placebo to me. That face is Tara. What do you mean? This is a good face, Biggie. I want you to draw all your faces like this from now on. This is exactly how I want you to draw faces. Right. So then we could do that, and then we could do. We could put like each one of those shapes in there, or what we could do is have like a, I don't know, just even like a symbol, like I think so OTL, right? For that, you know, just any of that where we have where we can save some room with it too, depending on what text we want. I love this idea. It's just more of like first there's a lot of kind of random space in it. So I would at least make these guys a little bit bigger. Maybe you could offset them a little bit, one here, then one here, right? So it kind of jumps around. Um, just little things that we can do, you know. Um, I mean, we could do it with this too, right? Put each one right there. We can make those balloons connect through dots as well. But it would be really cool to see his actual face and some of the expression and maybe like a little sweat kind of going off of him as he's trying to smile through it, you know. Um, but then I also kind of so then she pulls out a sword and she wants to stab him to know if he can do that. Hmm. Stab stab. Then she said stab stab. Yeah. Then she said stab stab. So um, one thing I was kind of thinking of doing is like a top down shot, just to kind of establish them on the roof, like a little bit of perspective, right? There's the railing we had. Then maybe she's got her arm behind her back with the sword, pulling it out, right? And maybe we could do like a zoom in on that. And kind of have him right here in the background. So like this would be her body. This would be the sword. This would be the hand, kind of grabbing it. Then maybe to kind of cap off the panel, because it looks to me like she's devious, right? I would kind of have like a close up on her face, her eyes just kind of like smirking, like now it's time I'm gonna stab you. Now it's time I'm gonna stab you, right? Maybe she could be holding the sword up here too, right? Then we use those speed lines. Remember those speed lines at the corners and stuff? We can toss those in as well. Going to having sleep. Okay, Bun. Have a great night of sleep. All right. I know you got to get up early, so I hope you get plenty of rest. Okay. right? We can have a lot of text here, right? Okay, that's kind of how I would lay different things out. I see some of your folds in the pants and stuff doing a little bit better with that too, man. Kind of adding some different things, so that's good. I think you're under your shading. So right here, are you using reference at all for this? You have the light hitting this side on him, and then not on her though. So like, let's kind of keep that consistent too. And on one panel it's kind of hitting this side, but on the other panel it's kind of not. So we can shade underneath that eye and underneath the mouth. But like, let's kind of try to keep those things consistent as well. Okay. So panel to panel, that light source has got to be the same, really. But it looks like over here it's on the other side actually, just because you have that brightness right in here. They're on opposite sides, yeah. Look at Scoop's genius mind. It's trying to turn. Oh, they're on opposite sides? Yo yo, what's up, Freshie? Isn't the light supposed to go opposite? Well, they wouldn't be on opposite sides if they're standing looking at this each other like this, though, right? Because there's no separation here, right? And she's consistently on this side, and he's consistently looking this way. If you wanted to flip him, then yeah, the shading would be opposite. But um, because they're right here, there's no panel break here either. Um, unless that's not what you're talking about. They're talking to each other, yeah. So I would just keep this consistent, keep the lighting source consistent with both of them, because it looks like they're facing each other, and the light's gonna hit. That sun looks like it's on this side of them. It looks like it's across the city, like the traffic way. It looks like it's coming from that way. Um, so it's probably going to actually shadow this side of both of them, right? If it's over here, um, then it's coming from that way, like how she's lit right here, you know. If it was a point light source between them, yeah, yeah. But it looks like the sun is right here, and it looks like it's almost in the sky across the street there, right? So in that case, both sides of them would be shadowed, like what you have with her, you know, and what you kind of had with him here. Um, but since the light is not between them or anything, then it's gonna hit them both on the same side. Does that make sense? Freshie, today's critique day, buddy. What about you, man? How's things going for you over there? Okay, so I hope that helped. Those are my general ideas. Kind of like I said, a lot of your stuff I think is getting better and better and better. This is your background and stuff looks so much better than like the first panels you showed me. Um, uh, you're setting like that scene right off the bat. I'm so proud of where you come with that. Just maybe working on balancing characters in a page. Think of each panel and each page, each little tiny illustration as like a how do I balance this out, right? So how do I balance this out, to balance to work with these panels, right? So she's way over to the side on this, where maybe she could be in the middle, and he could probably be more in the middle too, depending on where you want your text to be, Um, like they would probably be a little closer together. She would probably be a little closer together. That way it would balance down the middle of that. So think about those things as well. Every page you do and within every panel is an illustration piece that can stand on its own. Every page is an illustration piece that stands on its own, and then like the whole thing kind of adds up to a bunch of mini illustrations, right? Okay. So next one, I think we got Jalen. We got one, two, three more after this. I think we get it done. What's the verdict on Giz? I was digging it, dude. It sounded like a little bit of prog rock, sort of a prog rock, like Grateful Dead, a little bit of that 90s sort of alternative era stuff. I definitely feel like I needed to be like at a music festival when I was listening to them though. They had that vibe. But then Siege was telling me, I think that they had other stuff that was more thrash heavy. Hey Biggie, you're doing good, man. Thank you for submitting. I like when you submit. Okay, so this is Jalen's. I love the shading on this. The eyes you got on this, I'm fucking digging quite a bit. Uh, I don't know about the wording, but that's probably for like a backstory, you know. Um, okay, so first thing I kind of see on this um, is just me kind of wanting to get this little bit of a tangent out where things are kind of meeting. Um, so one thing I kind of do with like teeth is we don't always need like to see a bunch of them. So maybe you have it a little bit too big there, and that's why it was kind of tied in with that touching that tongue, right? Also, this lip kind of comes down. Let's make it a little bit fuller, right? Gotta go. You ready for the raid? I'll catch you later, friend. Yo, thank you for stopping by, Theory. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us. Lighting for years? Okay. And then take 5 minutes and doodle on whatever vibes you get from looking at it? Okay. I kind of bring the lip over a little bit more, too. So already that's kind of one thing. So the lighting on yours, I actually think it's not bad at all, man. Um, looks like it's kind of from the right side here. Right side top, maybe. Which means I think maybe like just to kind of clarify it, maybe we put a little bit more down here on these sides, right? Um, also, even if it's coming in from this side, this part of this thigh might be a little bit blocked off by this leg, so we can kind of throw a little shadow in on that side as well. Um, a lot of times you'll see this like sort of shiny streak down here, down the middle, on people's legs, especially like really toned or tan thighs. Um, I'd kind of light a little bit of it underneath the pants just to kind of give these some weight, you know. Um, so even if it's coming on this, well, it's coming on this side, then this would be lit too. So it looks like I'm feeling like you're more top down lighting, right? Back to clean. Okay, do it up, pal of mine. Which is more psych rock, almost thrashy. The best part about the album is that all the songs blend into the next one, and the last song blends back. That's like a lot of like, kind of like Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, but also I think like King Crimson, like Construction of Light reminds me a lot of that. So I'm feeling you're kind of lit more from the top, but either way, sometimes there's this little bit of a rib cage you can get away with some lighting here, and some of that V taper. If we get that hip bone. Um, Same thing with this. Just a little bit of light underneath that, where that fabric's at. Kind of, will give it some 3D feel to it. Top right and down. Okay, so top right and down. Um, and we would probably have more light out here just to show that sort of like more extreme light. We can do a lot of things with light by throwing in like some sort of random shapes too. So we wouldn't see like underneath here. This would all be hidden. Um, More on these fingers. So one thing that I do with shadow is I try often to sort of like follow the curves of the face, and I think that can get sometimes pretty fucking boring because I'm just lighting structure. I'm doing that with the body, right? But like a cool thing to do is sort of like throwing like these lines where different objects are gonna block light. Um, so maybe she has a little bit lit right here, but it's top down right. So maybe it's just on the top of that boob. It's just like a little bit of it. Um, and then like underneath that nose a little bit more. That underside of that chin usually gets some too. So underneath the jaw, a lot of people miss this, but the jaw has a way of like curving around. It's got kind of like this beveled edge. So like the underneath part that goes up to the chin and the ear line, this part is actually facing down more, right? A lot of us kind of miss that. But if you feel the jawbone on there, you can feel it, like how thick that is, and how there's one side that's on this side, but then there's like if you feel underneath that, there's actually it like curls under. But you can't really see it with the skin. Because it kind of looks like one flat piece other than that edge of shadow, right? So that's something that I've learned to pick up too. But so we'll get the inside of this hand, this thumb is going to be blacked out as well. Like I said, these things are going to cast shadows from all these different areas too. So that creates different interesting perspectives on things, right? But also, since we block that out, I don't know if you can notice. Well, even with the black in her mouth, but also so we put all this into shadow, right? We put the finger into shadow. You can still tell her fingers are pointed out there. We put the finger into shadow, but we put shadow all around her face as well, for a dramatic effect. And do you notice any change in that, like how that pops in her face? It might not be that dramatic, but to me, I kind of notice it. Right. So let's zoom out a little bit. But that's kind of what I mean by throwing interesting shadow shapes around like the different targets that you want to move the eye to. So like everything further down, I actually end up adding more and more shadow into, because this is kind of, if this is my spot and this is the light spot up here on the face, then everything further down, I'm kind of saying like, I'm gonna make this a little bit darker and a little bit darker and a little bit darker, because I want your attention up here, right? So we put the attention where the energy is gonna be different. Um, Change my edition quite heavily. Yeah, yeah. And like I said, the cool thing is to use these shapes. Jim Lee does this a lot. Use these shapes like they don't have to just kind of be curves around the body, right? We can use shapes that are just kind of like random lines and stuff across the body, and they kind of give these cool sort of like different shapes on stuff. You know, if like something was across here casting light, if she had like a tree or something like that on one side, and it was kind of casting a shadow, and that would just be like a different shape that would land across the body right there. What's up, Zelda? How you doing, buddy? Kim, what? What are you making that face for, Kim? I never know what you're making faces for over there. Um, excuse me, but that is my main thing. Choking on air. That is my main thing for you. Like I just said, I think kind of, especially pushing that black or that finished mouth shape in here, because you do have hard black lines in your artwork, so it's okay to keep hard black lines throughout deeper shadows. No, why won't you smell my finger? What's up, Zelda? How you doing, buddy? We're doing critique sessions today. So it is Tuesday. We do critique sessions on everybody's work. I hope you're having a great day over there. You working on anything or what? Swolf, I might pull the finger though, but then are you not gonna smell it, or are you gonna smell it? Yo, Zelda, thank you for the biddies, man. Thank you. Love the smell of my finger pose. It's really good. I don't know who came up with the title on it. They are degenerate. But Swolf said he's not smelling anybody's finger. Doing great. Crap, I forgot. What'd you forget? Oh, the critiques? We're still going for like another hour and a half. Everybody's got critiques. Swolf, what you getting up to, buddy? She was at the barbecue asking everyone to smell her. At the barbecue asking everyone to smell her finger? Okay, so this was Jalen's, art by Jalen's. Um, I dig your lines on this, man. The eyes on her look so good, dude. I love how that turned out. Need to clarify, I won't be smelling fingers either. It's not that that really needs clarified, right? But thank you for clarifying it. Everybody who's not smelling fingers. At the viewer, so she's clearly pointing at the viewer, so it is a smell my finger. Doodle some stuff on her if you want. Oh, actually, I think that was kind of um, just because we only got like an hour left. But my big thing for you was just kind of fixing that mouth and the teeth on it, and then like you said, the lighting and stuff. Um, I honestly think that the hair looked good. I loved the eyes that you drew on that. The body, the motion and stuff you captured in it was fucking good, dude. Um, all right, so let's get to these last few ones. I might not do your slideshow. I just want to make sure I get these ones out of the way. So we got Taniums, Smiley Mouse. Smiley Mouse are actually really tough. They really tough. To make a good smile that's not like weirdly creepy or looks off balance or whatever. Throwing lots of colored balls. I've been building fun pipe slides in my studio and throwing lots of colored. Are you making a ball pit over there? It sounds like you're making a ball pit. Oh, we might have to wait. Oh, no worries, no worries, Zelda. No worries at all. No worries at all. Um, like I said, we got a few more left to go here, but any Tuesday we're doing this. So pretty much, yeah. It kind of sounds like you have a ball pit being set up. Yeah, you can definitely post it. Yeah, post it in a interesting shit section. Um, I'm like, are you doing this just to kill time? As a social experiment or what? I don't have anything. You haven't given me at least a 3 second opinion. I'm working on emotes. Oh, okay. Hey, yeah, dude, I appreciate the alert. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Uh, we do a little bit more 3 second opinions. So, so on these days, um, but if you want to submit next week, I look forward to it, man. Okay, so this is Taniums, I believe. I believe this is a frog, maybe a toad. I don't. Kind of the same thing, so it doesn't really matter. Tanium, what you got for me? Are you still here, buddy? Nice frog. Nice frog. Might be an alligator. I don't. Might be an alligator. Who knows? It looks like it says frog.jpg, so yeah. I think I'm right on that, actually. Not the same thing. It looks like a cute dog. It's a cute dog. Oil painting too. I posted. Oh, really? Yeah. How's the oils coming along? Oils seem like a lot of a pain in the ass to kind of get set up and stuff. I don't smell fingers. So I don't smell fingers. Or I don't smell toads. Cause cause warts. Toad, cause warts. It's less interesting. Only a 30-second clip. So you're saying the ball pit? Ball pit kind of outdoes oil painting at the moment, right? So what I think I'm going to kind of do, and this is probably because of the scan, honestly. This is like a scan of traditional work. This is really good work, by the way. Um, the things that I'm kind of doing, I think with the scan it kind of lost a lot of, maybe a lot of like shadow texture here. Right? So all I'm really doing is kind of bringing some of that back in on this. Just kind of getting into like some dark areas of these cracks and these rocks that would not have light. It's just little small details that kind of make them pop off on here. Yeah, I really love the textures. I don't know if Tanium's here right now, but I dig the textures a lot. I think that's kind of my biggest thing with him is um, just having like some harder edges on some of these areas. I feel like you're just ruining a masterpiece. I feel like there's not a whole lot of places to go with this. I'm trying to find something I can kind of pick out um, for him as a critique, but like for what it is, I feel like it's really damn good. To be honest, maybe I would like kind of keep it a little darker down here, where but it looks like there's some reflected light that comes up off the ground here. Um, so maybe I would go a little bit darker in here. But honestly, like these are really good. It's hard to crit. Yeah. Well, his realism studies are really on point too. Like they're really damn good. Um, so I'm just trying to think that maybe I would figure out ways to just kind of give these little edges to make them pop out of that scenery a little bit. Bit more, you think a bit more color than the blacks. What I was thinking was kind of go with a little bit more like this color, um, and through here instead of like the darkness, right? At least at the top. I don't know if that will get what I wanted. Or just kind of like a warmer glow that kind of comes out in a circle here. Let's see. I don't know if that really does a lot. Like I said, it's a good piece. It's a damn good piece. I just think more like contrast on some of it, where like the shadow is on these hard edges of the rocks and stuff. Yeah, it's hard to crit it um, for what it is. If I saw the reference, I could probably do a little bit more. But yeah, I like it, dude. It's a good piece, man. Like I said, I would just maybe like have a little bit more darkness on a lot of these hard shadow areas. You know, it's a good frog, man. It's a very good frog. Yes. Falls a bit flat in comparison to everything else with the texture. But that's also minor and not the focus. Yeah, yeah. And I think what I would do with this is I would drop it probably in more shadow too. You know, although you're saying more texture, and I'm kind of like covering it up as darker. But I just kind of want to see if like more shadow would work. But I also think his scan probably lightened this a ton. So we're losing a lot of texture on this, but the whole other thing I'm trying to play with, which is something you would just go back in and like add as you kind of go through it, right? You just go back in and like add it yourself. But the whole idea with that was I'm trying to I don't know, just add another value of contrast. Welcome back, Queen. What'd you get for food over there? You can depict for where light is coming from with the highlight of the eye. Yeah. And we could maybe have like another highlight on the bottom. I'm really curious about where the reference he's got on that. But I think what Sigrid is saying is like the more I tinker with it, the more I feel like I'm taking away from an original drawing without a reference piece to go off of. That is already looking really really good. I would just kind of keep some harder edges and stuff if I was doing it, where some of those cracks into the rock and stuff go. Korean ground beef. What is Korean ground beef and rice? Coarse skin equals toad. Yeah, so that was a frog definitely. You can depict where the lights come from. Highlighted the eye. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So next one I think is Circa. I don't know if she is here, or maybe taking a dog out, or making music, or doing something. You're here? Okay. Anything in particular on this that you want looked at? Because you have three different things you're kind of going with here. Very interesting colors. Yeah, right, Sushi? Beef is cow meat. Um, you can't decide on the colors? I think this last one looks way more fulfilling to look at. Um, this one feels a little bit flat in comparison. Monochrome works really well. This one looks a lot more interesting. I don't know. I don't love how much the line art is popping out. Really? Do you want to go more towards realism then? Do you have the reference piece on this? The bluest one is hard on the eyes. You think this one, Sushi? Not anymore. I don't think. Okay, okay. Um, so I can definitely critique as far as like some line work here. Um, I think the I think it works. I think it's kind of cool, but like I mean, if you don't like it, then I would just maybe brush it out a little bit. The one thing I'm kind of looking at though, as far as like corrections, I think uh, it's kind of like some little elements on like these shapes, right? Um, like this little bump here, this little tiny bump. I don't know if he's got that, um, but maybe that messy style kind of works too. So like the ears and stuff, it's just kind of your lines. I would kind of get a little bit tighter on there. Mm. And kind of the same thing. Like you have these really sketchy sort of back and forth lines on your ears, which kind of makes it feel unsure. But then you have like these hatching lines in your regular work, right? So it shows me two different things. You have these lines that show that you know what you're doing, right? But then you have sketch stuff over here that shows a little bit of fear or a little bit of indecisiveness, right? Um, within the ears, right? So like that's something I would kind of work to make consistent all the way through your piece is showing like confidence through all your lines in the entire piece. I actually don't think that it looks bad with the line work in it. I guess this is just personal preference that you might be into. You can't hear anything? Yeah, there's sound. What's up, Wildcat? Welcome back, buddy. Main issue is the jaw structure, mainly with the right side jaw structure looking off from the back side of the jaw. Um, the right side of jaw structure looking cut off from the back side of the jaw. Like it looks a little bit short. So I got the reference up right now. Yeah, I got the reference. So yeah, I did yesterday one. I'm done. Once I'm done. Oh, if you want to submit for critiques, I still got like I got one more after this, but then I'm going to like 8, so I got another hour. If you wanna pop that in there. Um, I will say the jaw is actually kind of cut on the reference. Hey, Johns, what's up, buddy? Stream's going good, man. Stream's going good. How about you? What you getting up to over there? How's your night over there? We are doing critique sessions, so we are critiquing people's work in chat today. Every Tuesday we do critique sessions. So if you guys want to submit a JPEG or something of that you want critiqued in there, fire away. We got circas right now, and then we have one more left after that, and then we'll see if we get any last minute submissions. Um, Yeah, I wouldn't hate it for 40. Did you do all three of these in 40 minutes, or did you do one in 40 minutes? It could use some refinement, yeah, just in little places. Tug with the puppy watching her. She's fierce for a little 4 pound. Yeah, they fucking go at it. Yep, you can link for sure. You can link. Yep, Queen. Yeah, if you guys have things that you want critiqued, drop it in, and I'll add it to the list. So this is Circa's, and Circa's main thing was thinking that she wanted less line work um, and more color, which I actually do like your line work. The only thing, like I said, the biggest thing for you, I think, is the difference between these lines and these lines, like, are two different artists. You know what I mean? Those are two different levels of confidence. Even like right here, right? It's still really sketchy. Versus like here, this is like a lot of confidence. Um, did I check my closet? Oh, I just heard some rumbling in there, and then I just stayed away from it. I pulled the blanket over my head and went to sleep. That's all it was. I can't decide if it works or not. Um, with his hair, what I'm kind of seeing is like it feels like I would kind of go through it like this. Like I would do something like that, and then I would kind of like make cuts where little strands kind of come out, you know? Um, because he's got like a lot of heavy sort of shadows and stuff. But then I would make some strands that kind of pump out. So he has that kind of look to him. And then it gets dark again. It gets dark again up here, like it's kind of rolling over and thick, and then darker over here. So if we're talking about just values, I know you have like hatching stuff, but actually we're getting quite a bit darker over here. Even over here, you have it light, but you have like that dark value. That's actually it's darker. You're darker here than you are here, but really like this should be like the darker part. Even though I know you threw your hatching values, but it's almost like your hatching should go on this side. Um, he has great hair. um, Smart choice. All right, let's pop up Queens too. Yeah, the piece is really good. The piece is really good. What you getting up to tonight, John? Anything interesting? Just kind of chilling, or on Twitch, or what? Yeah, it looks great. It looks great, honestly. Um, I just think I would just look for consistencies and stuff, you know. Um, I would also say that your picture, he's such a baby face in this one, and it's really hard to do this. You do kind of add age with the lines too. I will say that you add some age with the line work. Um, as far as kind of like making it look wrinkly, just by default, that's gonna happen. Um, but he's really such a baby face on this. I'm trying to figure out where that maybe the eyes are bigger. Something feels like his eyes. Like when I look at the reference piece, his eyes are the first thing that pop out. Mostly because of the color, probably, but also because he does have big eyes, and that leads to like sort of this baby face look. Um, I would kind of get rid of the shadow here on the cliff. Uh, he doesn't really have that, right? But that might be like little lines like this. If you eliminate them where you don't need them, they kind of will add up to a younger look. Like you can maybe get rid of that. I know there's a shadow right there, but having a line versus a shadow will add age to people, right? So this especially with like the cheekbones. Like if you see like a woman with like fuller, sort of like luscious, like sort of cheeks and stuff. Um, a lot of people will try to draw that dark shadow that comes under there, right? That kind of curves around. But if you draw it like as a line, you add age to them. But if you make it a shadow, which is going to be just a thicker shape, right? Then you add plumpness to it, right? So those are things to think about too. It's like, am I using a line here? Am I using an actual shadow to define this? In this kid's case, like especially like right here, he's got like fatty sort of like jaw that kind of comes under like the lips. That's like very much like a shadow sort of like line, like a hard. I see like a lot of Terminator edge, which is like that hard dark line. It goes through here as well. Um, Mainly, I think with yours is that I think he looks older because maybe just trying to bring the eyes a little bit bigger might make him look way younger too. He's very much a baby face, and looks really young. But yeah, that would be my main thing for yours. Is like, where's your consistency in light sources? Like, what are you trying to do with different things? Just figuring all that stuff out. Um, your line work is really really good, but keeping confidence with it through the whole piece would be um, fucking great if you can find that balance. Like, keep confidence that you had to draw this line with the ears because that these really show through in comparison with the rest of your line work, right? Areas like this kind of show through, um, just because the rest of this is so well done, you know. Yeah, I think everybody kind of likes between these two. Honestly, I like this one the best. How to put a JPEG in chat? Just copy and paste from like upload to Imager, Queen, and then copy and paste into chat maybe. Oh, you made him older and childlike. Oh, okay, okay. Well then, good job. This is not the Beaver Fever. I think I widened jaw a bit, and the proportions make his eyes smaller and less childlike. Yeah, yeah. Just chill. I won't stream until Friday. I got some scrims on Apex. Thanks for asking, though, my man. What is scrims on Apex? How's Apex been going, by the way? Yo, dude. Yeah, I'd love to have you around, John. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the hosts and stuff too. Isn't as wide as the reference, which makes him look younger. Yeah, I think those. Yeah, the nose and the eyes feature right, but I think like Circus saying, like she tried to make him less childlike on purpose, so that actually ended up working out. Like good old John Cena, yes. Just the baby. This is babyface John Cena. What's up, Keg? Change Alvin's fire. I now respect the Beebs. I know it's not him, but still. um, just a sketch to that. Okay, okay. Um, yeah, Queen. Do you know Imager at all? I am GUR. I always spell it wrong. Imager. If you go to that site, you can upload images into it from your computer. It will spit out a link. Um, oh no, your InstaPost didn't work. I thought you wanted to put something else in chat, like a JPEG. I can use your InstaPost, yeah. But if you ever want to put just a JPEG in a chat, I use that site and I copy and paste it. Not taking these on me, it makes me way more help. It makes it okay. Good, good, yeah. Um, Scrims is a type of competition. Okay, is it like? Is it anything like raids and like all I know with games now is I know Echo does a lot of raids in Destiny. um, I haven't had people really like left Apex for a while, didn't they? And then they kind of came back to it. I feel like it's getting a little bit better and a little bit better. Cover intentions. There's a song for your list, Circa. 60-minute Iron Man match with Triple H. Are you that beat up, dude? What'd you do, man? Cowboy Bebop, dude. Bebop is my all time favorite. Instant is fine. Okay, perfect. BRB cat, no worries, no worries. Your boyfriend plays so much Apex. Does he really? I thought people kind of went away from it for a little while. Okay, so let's go with another one here. We'll move on to our next one. But yeah, my main thing with U Circuit is consistency. I actually like the line look with it, but I kind of would keep that as a style. I don't know. I think style like works good with what it doesn't look jarring to me, but I would just kind of keep your line work disciplined and consistent, right? More than anything. Okay, so next one up. Whose was this? Anybody remember whose this was? Queen's Pizza is your pick. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Um, it's like a qualifier for tournaments. Yeah, it's making a pretty solid comeback. It's so good. It's the anime I suggest to people that's dude. I'm fucking right there with you. It's like if I have to start somebody out on a show, it's gonna be Bebop. I feel like if you don't like anime stuff, there's a chance you'll still probably like Bebop. If you like anime, you'll either love Bebop or you'll be kind of like it might not be your story or your thing, you know. Um, I don't know who it is. Is this yours, Sushi? 3 days of training in a row after a 3 month break. Shit's a shock to the system. Yeah, were you doing Taekwondo too or karate stuff or judo? Veins be popping. Yeah, this feels like a Borderlands character or something. Facts, facts, facts. Yeah. Um, but yeah, that's cool about Apex. I kind of thought Apex might be like a sort of like a flash in the pan and then kind of out. You know, like it doesn't feel like anything touches Overwatch, other than like Call of Duty. Okay, so Sushi, if this is yours, what kind of things are you looking for on this? What kind of advice? Anything in particular that you're trying to work on or trying to fix with art lately, or what? His name is Overlord. He feels like an overlord. He feels like a guy in Doom, um, or something like that, or a little bit of Borderlands action. Body perspective. Okay, Overwatch is so good. Yo, I'm kind of I got a new PC almost in the way in, almost all the way in. I need a monitor, and then I'm thinking like if we reach like $1,000 and bills and food donations a month, I'll do like a game stream, take a night off to do a game stream with people. Um, and I'm thinking I'm leaning heavily towards that being the game that I would jump in and play. Because I've watched my friends play that for such a long time, but I know I would get fucking smoked. Overload, overload, overload. All right, overload, overload the overlord. Gotcha, gotcha. Cricket training Sunday, then Taekwondo Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, dude, and that was like 3 months of nothing, right? Family game night? All right, yes, no problem. Enjoy the family game night. I know that's important to you. Go do it up. Kim, what? What? What is that judgment for? I'd be there. Would love to teach you League, Dad. I can actually play League on my laptop, but I got so I did not make it past the tutorial levels. I need something I can just jump in and play these days. It is a super fun game. I love watching my friends play it. I know that to me that's a sign of a pretty good game is like when you can watch your friends play it and you can have a lot of fun with it. 3 months of beer house. all that was all that was carb loading though. It was just carb loading. Um, okay, so things with this, right? So we're going to let's kind of lower the opacity on him. So my thing with this is in keeping bodies in perspective. I don't know, are you if you wanting to try to do like a sort of a worm's eye view where you're looking up at him. I'm going to stop coming in here. You keep yelling at me. League is fun but toxic. Jalen is really into League. Jalen's really into League. All right, bye Jalen. Hey, finally out of Lurk. How'd Lurk go, Junior? I'm not yelling. I'm just questioning why you make weird faces at me when I talk about stuff. Cuz I don't know. I don't know what I did. I'm going to stop coming here if you don't stop making weird faces at me. Um okay, so some things with this. He looks kind of like a fish dude, so maybe he's got bigger eyes. Is he a humanoid or is he like a fish guy? Because that would make a difference on his eye size before I critique that, right? So the basic things here is kind of figuring out, like we talked about earlier, those skull proportions. It's like what can we do with these shapes on these skulls, and lining up features down the middle, and then thinking like, okay, well, here's the middle. Here's where like a typical nose goes down the center. Um, Here's where sort of like his eye would be, right? Here's where the side of his face would be. Right. Instead of like having this big eye, because this big eye, if we extend it back, if we extend it in the middle, it's too big for that face unless he is specifically like an alien or a fish type person where like we want the eye to be that big. Um, so I'm kind of drawing this down to continue that center line. He's human? Okay, okay. Breaks keyboard. Because I'm weird, we talked about this. It went quietly. Yeah. What you got planned for the rest of the night, Junior? Yeah, lurk away. So if he is human, yeah, let's keep the eyes where we usually have about one eye in the middle there, and then one eye between like the ears and the side, right? So we kind of keep an idea on those proportions to help us out a little bit, right? Um, I also would keeping like the line of the body down the middle, right? So it looks like with stuff like this, I feel like this sits on his chest, right? So this to me feels like where his pecs would be. And if he's kind of turned this way, that rib cage is going like this, right? So it's kind of pushing out. So everything in the middle is kind of along that line. Um, that means that belt's going to be there, right? So we move everything over a little bit, and we kind of see that side of that lat. You like your girls with giant squid eyes, though? You like your girls? I think this is a guy. I don't think you would like this one. What is the What is the DC fan online thing? Quintuple eyes. Let's go. Yeah. We'll just hit him with the quintuple eyes. Okay, and then we kind of figure out where our shoulders goes, right? So if we have that rib cage turned, that shoulder isn't going to usually be out here. It's going to be kind of on the side here, right? And we're not going to see as much of that arm. Like, so we can hide some of that too. But like I said, a lot of it comes down to like keeping a layer on top of your stuff, maybe, or just if you're working traditional, take like a really really light pencil, like a 4H pencil. I like to work with a 4H a lot, 4H to 6H, and just kind of keep drawing down the center of things to make them sort of always line up. If that's, I'm trying to figure out how to say it, but because that's kind of how the body needs to go versus just everything kind of being straight down here. So you see here, you're kind of, it feels like you're missing a lot of the jaw. It could be tucked in here, down here, but if it is, I would make the helmet kind of going down more, because this to me says a neck area. Like I said, these need to kind of be out here more, and maybe up as well. So just in general, lots of proportional things will help you out. I really like your line style. I think it works really good for this. The heavy blacks and the hatch lines feel like a sort of like a lithograph, not lithograph, lino cut print type of thing, which is really really cool to see. And like it works really well for like sort of monster creature art, you know. It really does a trick. If he's got light coming from this side, it looks like this side is all in shadow, which is cool to see. We can really play up that. We can probably play up a lot of that sort of that drama. From those lights. Like I said, even that, so like depending on how big these are actually going to be blocking a lot of this. Even though some light's going to hit it there, a lot of lights are going to kind of just block it from all this gear and equipment. The same thing we kind of covered with Jalen's was all these things that hit the sides of stuff, right? Or all these things that kind of block out light from hitting the side, rather than just kind of going with like sort of a normal shadows. We can use a lot more thicker areas on these sides. So like this little rivet here, right, could cast a shadow all the way over there. DC fandom event, some kind of virtual thing, like a virtual Comic-Con thing? What are they asking you to do? Hey, Peckamide, thank you so much. This is actually Sashimi Sushi's character design. We're doing a critique session. Today is Critique Tuesday. People are submitting their art for critiques and drawovers and stuff. That bounce light and shadow hits different. Yeah. Have fun with your shadow shapes, you know. Think about different things. Like even with this, right, we can put some light and shadow like underneath this and kind of make it look like an underside of that sort of cord. Post art and stuff. Yeah. Huh. I may have to look into that. I didn't know if they were doing it for a particular book or character or what. So one thing we can do is like here. So we have sort of a brightness. Oh, if light is coming from this side, we can also like knock out even some of these areas because his arm might block it. Just depends on what it is. That way we have a little bit more shadow in that back area. I'll kind of knock that down to match your. Hey, Abs, what up, homie? Yo. Since it's a work in... Oh, no. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. It's like I'll critique work in progresses. I've critiqued people's old artwork. Then Daddy... And now how do you feel, son? How do you feel? Yo, Abs, what's up, dude? How was your stream, buddy? What's going on, man? Yeah, so this is now... let's say we compare... Let's merge it down. Right, so you have something like this, which is still good. It's still really good. um, versus like having like a little bit more shadow on it, right? Just kind of gives it that extra little edge of stuff. And like I said, centering everything down the body to where it's. I love like these little red details too, like with your color schemes and stuff. I love how that looks. Beneath there, like those little wires and stuff. I fucking love that. That's a little pop. Um, I don't know what. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at Jim Lee's. I'm gonna have to look at his Insta then. BRB Doed Up Wildcat. Cooked dinner for the fam was here looking. Yo, dude, thank you so much, guys. If you want to follow Go Can You Geek for some game streams, he's over here from Mixer as well. He's a great buddy of mine, and he's gonna be maybe doing 3D printing. So if you guys want to show him some love, feel free to toss him a follow as well. For my first layer of sketch, I'll use a 6H, a 4H usually. Um, so I'll get these like these will be the types of pencils that I keep. Mostly I use 4H, and then HB is like your normal lead, right? This is like your mechanical pencil or whatever. Um, these are really lighter. This is like a really smooth spot. 4H for me. You can also get non-photo blue colored pencils as well. Watercolors in water. Yo, no worries, no worries. Guys, go show Drawn by Abs a little bit of love over there. Thank you so much for raiding and hosting. Once you get cleaned up, I would love to see what you worked on if you want to drop it in chat at all. Let me, but let's give you a minute to go cleaned up. I know how that mess is. Some art that you know is fire because you have to coordinate things for promotion that the art is being used for. Asking for. You ever have to sit on some art that you know is fire because you have to coordinate things for promotion that the art is being used for? You mean like you can't show it until the event happens or whatever, but you really like the art and you want to show it now, but you can't do it until like the event is released or whatever? Because I've had to do that a lot. I've never really felt like anything's fire. But I've definitely had art where I've had to hold on to it and like wait until the organizers said like, okay, we can show this now. You have no idea, yeah. Like posting it, yeah, or showing any of it off. Even like work in progress stuff. The thing that NDAs, yeah, Fletchling does it all the time. The thing that I really want to make a career where I never have an NDA and everything I can do is on stream because that has taken me off of Twitch several times is working on NDA stuff. And man, it's so fucking frustrating. And I don't know if it's really worth the money now compared to where my channel is. Um, Fucking Juneteenth cap is just sitting in my. Is it really? Va god damn it, yeah. Oh, you got it too, Junior? Yeah, yeah. It's so frustrating because it just sits there and you're like, the whole time you're trying to build social media, we like post every day, we try to keep momentum up, try to stream, and then when we can't show stuff, it's like the art world is really weird because you sort of disappear from it rather quickly. But yeah, did this help, Sushi? Do you have any more questions at all? Anything we can go over at all that you need help with? Anything else we can cover? I really do like a lot of stuff you have going on here, buddy. Did help? Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Is this the guy in my closet by chance, or no? Cause I'm just kind of curious. Is this what's in my closet? I just I just don't. Is this guy? Hey, no problem, Sushi. I'm glad you submitted. I'm glad you submitted. No, that's not. Okay. All right. So this one from Queen, Missouri Squad, critique. Can you Discord me the imprint link? Do you need? What do you mean, Jalen? Like a invite link? DM me a message and remind me anything that I need to get you. Always DM me a message. That way I'll try to be able to remember it. Doesn't think I'm slacking. I'm sure that's overkill on my. Yeah, yeah. I could kind of understand that. So like you didn't want them seeing you on social media. So they would think like, "Where's my work? Where the fuck is my work?" There's a lot of things. There's apparently a baby head. There's apparently a monster sushi put in there. This is not the thing in the closet. The thing in the closet is waste. Oh, oh, oh. Should I quickly? Yeah. Do you have an update to it? Yeah. If you have an update to it, post that, and we'll grab that. I think that's the only way I could go for this to work. I don't have the money to dish out. I want the orders. Yeah. Oh, do you mean to order prints yourself and have them on stock? Yeah, I don't. I definitely don't mess with ordering and keeping stock on stuff anymore, um, at all. Just it's just it's so hard to do, dude. Especially if you're donating to charity. Honestly, I might use if this is a thing you and Aki are doing. I might use Redbubble too. But remind me. I will set up Imprint. I can give you an invite link to it. I have to log into it and find it. But I think I have two more invites I can set up with people with. Did you? What'd you use on your shop, Fletling? Mm, mm, mm. Everybody got water, by the way. I'm so out. I'm so out. This is it. Huh? Huh? Queen, did you want to share the rest of it, or do you want me to go ahead with this? You're using dropshipping app for prints, really? What are you dropshipping through? Yo, you got a roll, Junior. Thank you for popping in, Omi. Have a great, great, great night. Take it easy, buddy. Yeah, the quality of them. The reason I'm sticking with like Redbubble, I know Redbubble quality. I know cat print quality when I order it myself, and I'm happy with both of those. But Redbubble just takes the headache out of stuff for me. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Nope, you don't have to have an account. You don't have to have an account. Just go straight to it, and I think it'll say new post or upload image up in the top. I think left area, um, and just do it there, and then it'll load it up and it'll spit out the URL in your top browser bar. Copy and paste that. Um, yeah, but is there like you're dropshipping through Shopify? But what is like the print site? Like Shopify's not making prints, are they? They send you to like a third party site, right? There you go. That should work. Okay. Do you want to kind of cover? Do you want me to cover all these or just the one you kind of showed? Yep. You got it. Perfect. Perfect, Queen. It's called Prodigil. Just the one. Okay. I want to set up a shop, but they're asking me to pay them those. Yeah, that was my problem. Is if you want me to pay like what is it 20 bucks or something a month, whatever it is. Um, I don't make that in print sales per month. Um, so like you better be getting me 60 bucks a month if I'm gonna make 20. And that should be like the bottom of the barrel sales numbers. She's your main. She's your main. All right. All right. So edit fill. Okay. So on this, what can we do here? Just kind of going over this real quick. I think it looks like your proportions are pretty good. I like the. So this is something I talk about a lot with you guys. And Queen did a good job with it. Counterposing stuff, right? Um, One side goes up, the other side goes down, type of thing, right? You see how this makes that hip kind of pop out. Um, that's like a really really good thing to keep in mind. It just adds so much more action to a normal standing pose. I think the main thing you were kind of looking at is the facial structure. I think you have a lot of stuff lined up pretty good. What I might do is, do you want her to be a little bit older or kind of young? So it looks like on her drawing, the tongue kind of has a little bit of light right here, a little bit of shadow. And I might kind of keep this a little bit more cartoony. The more realistic you get with something like this, with a tongue, which is going to be like a really tough thing to do. The more realistic you get with it, the more lines and stuff are going to come into it, and it's going to like sort of fight your art style and fight like the I don't know. I guess if you want to kind of like a sexy look there, usually with sexy you want like less line work, and it's more about shapes. So I'm kind of erasing some of those lines you had on her, which is sort of de-aging her a little bit. But I don't know if that's necessarily what you want. Then I'm taking out the black out of that nose ring, and I'm putting most of that shadow underneath, right? I noticed her jaw was kind of elongated. Yeah. Yeah, we can certainly do that, or we can just kind of curve it too and add a little bit more shadow underneath of it. Um, just kind of depends on what you want with their vibe, right? So if we turn that off, those are our changes so far, right? I took that black out of the nose ring and I'd kind of just put the shading on the bottom of it. And yeah, just changing that jaw changes her face quite a bit too. Edgy punk biatch, yeah. Okay, perfect. We can even like add, I mean, we could put like a line in here on her cheekbones and stuff like that too if we wanted. Kind of give us hard edge cheekbones. You like the black, yeah, that'll sell that shadow because you have that shadow here too underneath the sides of the face, right? Um, so one thing with hair is, and I've kind of talked about this with people too, is using principles of big, medium, small helps a lot. So you have kind of like every strand going here, and one thing you can do to kind of simplify that, right? I'm just gonna do kind of one side here. Um, First of all, is we're not gonna have like the hair going following each strand, kind of following itself. Um, we're going to have like it kind of running into each other. We're going to have it spreading out. With big, medium, small principle, it's, using a big shape, using a middle shape, medium shape, using a small shape, right? So they're all the same size, but we divide them up. and they create contrast. And mixing these together, right? So let's say we have a big shape here, medium shape here, maybe little small shapes right here, maybe another big shape back here with the hair. Like, so small right here, sort of medium, right? They don't have to necessarily be in like the same order or nothing. But we can do like some more small shapes in here as well. And if you want to have a lot of lines in your work, you can still kind of do that too. You can especially kind of like add lines towards the bottom, um, where it's a little bit more detailed. I usually don't, but um, so that right in there, there's two different sides of that hair. Does one look kind of more appealing to you than the other one? Or, I mean, you can be honest about it too. Um, but if it does, it's because we're using design principles on that, in order to like break all those strands up, right? Um, as far as boobs and clothing, usually I tend to like, instead of curving that straight up, I tend to think of that line kind of going across, straight across here, right? Which we don't have to draw all the time, but like, instead of having like an upward curve of it, I think I'll probably go in and erase some. Yeah, yeah. And like I said, we can make him go in different directions. Stuff. You have him right here, right? But it's kind of up to you and your style and your flavor. But uh, what it's doing is basically giving the eye interesting visual things to read about. Instead of having too much information right off the bat, right? Um, too many things that look the same. Yeah, you do like more lines, and that's okay too. That's totally okay too. Um, Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's what you like and it's your style. These are just kind of my general ideas, right? So if you ever don't want to use something, don't use it. Um, Now, as far as like folding and clothes, we'd kind of look for areas where the body's sort of pinching down. And like I said, I showed earlier that one of the tricks is just this little triangle shape. Um, it's sort of shorthand for folds and stuff. So we can put a lot of that stuff if we wanted to put it in here, right? I think I've talked about pushing shapes around the body and keeping your lines kind of smooth and consistent. Definitely do need to break it up. Yeah, I mean, whatever you can pull from it, use that. Um, so here you have sort of like organic shapes with sort of like harder, almost like technical shapes. I'm not totally sure where you're going on this part, so that might be a little bit harder to critique, because I think that's your newer part, right? She's also got her body turned this way, so let's draw the center line down it, right? Right, so our belly button's over here, but it's really like it's over here, right? If we're turned so much this way. And I honestly, I kind of think we might have her pants, her shirt might be up here, and her pants might be just a little bit higher, maybe up here, right? Because I think we might have it a little bit too long. 1, 2, 3. I think we might just be a little bit too long on this side. Especially if we got this curve popping out, right? Because that looks like that's where the hip wants to come out. So we just raised it a tiny little bit. And then of course that center line, keeping that center line, and with the new center line we got Akko side boob situation. Okay, what's your question on it? No such thing as Akko side boob unless your side boob is bigger than your man boob. Main boob, which at point it just is your Yeah, no awkward, no side boob is awkward. Hey Angie, what's up, Angie? Guys, if you're not following Angie Mations, go show her some love over there. She's a great streamer. Terrible with puns. What a great streamer and animator. How you doing, Angie? I think I would kind of. She's got like hella thickness for the size of her head. I feel like too. But it kind of depends what you want out of her character. I might like shorten these in a little bit. I mean, the rest of her is kind of thick, which I kind of like that she's got like a thicker body type. Because I don't feel like you see it enough, but just to fit in with the size of her head, I might bring those shoulders in a little bit. It should have that little line connecting them to the arm thing. Oh, like where you normally get the boob, and then you get like that line that goes up there, right? Well, your arm, first of all, your armpit is going to be out in front, right? So it depends on how much space that you have right there. Um, on this, I would just kind of do it like that, right? Um, so your boob kind of goes like this, and then it has that muscle, right? So all you're really showing is like that little bit, and you can do it. It depends on how much you want to show, you know. I wouldn't show it through the clothes though. I would show it through the muscle, because on shirts like this, I think that works better if you show one side. I think with boobs on and like um, just in general, I found it works if you show one side of that curve and then like you have it here like the that sort of underside of the line. But then you show that with the muscle because yes, you're looking at the skin and you're looking at the shadow. You're not even seeing that line. You're seeing the shadow of it, right? Last week on semester, hence why I've been absent. Oh, really? She looks super fit, like ready. Yeah, yeah, kind of. She does look really fucking strong. Um, so yeah, I think the rest of the stuff you have you're still in work in progress stuff. How you feeling with school, Angie? Take note, girls show one boob and scuba is. I mean, I didn't say that out loud. um, but you know, Vaughn knows. Okay, does that help? Is there anything else at all you're kind of looking at? Maybe struggling with? Also, like under here, this would be a cast shadow, right? So if we were working with comics and stuff, we're kind of layering that down with shadow. Hey, Seraph, what up, homie? Yeah, you pretty much did. Tomorrow is the test, but I've been trying to relax. I'm so happy it's almost over. Are you feeling nervous about it or what? I think it was successful. Yeah, yeah. I mean, one thing you could probably maybe even do is like, I know she's not really doing it here, but I almost feel like you could kind of raise this eyelid up a little bit, sort of like a squint, like she's like, kind of like a wink on that side, you know? I don't know how she's getting away without doing it here, but like, I feel like when I do that, this eye wants to close a little bit, um, and then like one eyebrow could be kind of arched up even. But it kind of depends what you want. I think she's kind of got a little eyebrow arch going on there. Eyebrow arch and raising the bottom eyelid can do a lot for your expressions. And depending on what they want, depending on what the mood is, right? Good direction. Okay, perfect, perfect. The teacher let us use your notes. I might be okay. Really? You're getting to use notes on the test? She's sassy. Okay, perfect. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect. Vacation. Yo, how was the vacation? That's right. You were going to see family in Dakota, right? It's all been pretty good, man. It's all been honestly really good. Yeah, I hope you're doing great. We are doing critique sessions today. I think we're just about done. I don't think we have anything extra to throw in, right? Is everybody good on critiques? Especially if the teacher lets you use notes, you're in trouble. That or the teacher just does not give a shit. Yeah, he's lenient, but a little slow with emails. Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Okay, you could add one. Do you want to add one? I'll let you add one, but is it gonna be me? Is it gonna be of me? Um, Also, I did see your post about your progress pictures, Vaughn. You've come a long way, man. I got a steel trap. You know what's funny though? I really don't. It's just that I remember different things about. Just the most random things will stick. The rest won't. You always get. Yeah, we be in trouble. Yeah. Um, they're just like certain people. Like I know Vaughn's always gonna cause trouble. I remember the stuff he shows on stream. Um, I guess maybe that's pretty good for like having 40, 50 people a night come through here and try to remember all their stuff. But yeah, I'm glad if it went well. I know you were looking forward to it, man. Seeing the family and stuff like that. So I'm happy for you, dude. What did you guys get up to? Oh, oh, you got something? I have Q. Yes, yes. You have Q. I have A. I'm gonna share my next tattoo. So feedback, go for it. Yep, go for it. We got like 15 minutes, so whatever you guys got. Um, what do I feel like? Why do I feel like this is a trap right now? Oh, what should her name be? Is she like a? I mean, what does she do? Why do I feel like she's like an Ashley or something? I feel like she's like an Ashley, but I feel like that might be a little bit too safe for whatever she's looking like, you know? It's definitely a trap. It's 100% a trap. Welcome back, Cat. Maybe you should name her Cat. Oh, yo, dude, that's really fucking cute. How long did this take you, man? Do you really want me to critique this? I will. But it's like really damn cute. House shopping for my parents and spent a lot of time on in the water, out in the water up there. Not a whole lot else. Were you guys like fishing or like swimming or floating or what? It's got a lot of rivers and stuff. That's too close to home, is it? Okay. Roast the D&D thing before you post. All right, let's check it. Where's Delightful? Delightful. Archer. How are you guys on a fucking timer like this? How how are you looking the whole time? Because my name is Catherine. Although, oh, Cat's a little bit exotic on it. This could be. There you go. See. This feels like when you get pissed off. Came back to tab. Perfect timing. I don't like you two being in the same chat together anymore. um. All right, so we can look at Vaughn's. Vaughn is that really quick? And we could look at Al's. Al's, you know I love your style too, man. Why not? A lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons. Do you want me to go down the list? Oh, Aki stream? He's on. I feel like is he on early? I feel like he's on early. Fishing, a lot of swimming, trying to teach my. Oh, really? That had to be like a really cool experience for you, right? Seems like drawing scoobs is a pretty anime girl. No, 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 it's not. That's not what we're doing. We're talking about family and family times and all that good stuff. Not, not drawing me. Did I already lose? There it is. I look super scary when I'm actually pissed. There you go. The list. Give it to me. The list. The list. The list. What? Do you have a list? Okay, so Vaughn's. Dude, I love this, man. I actually love this. The only thing that I would kind of really fix. I really love the eyes. How you did the eyes. The only thing that I would fix is like coming through here with kind of make sure this is a little bit more balanced, you know? So like even like that, I would make these. I would make those like the same shapes and stuff, right? Even on both sides. No stepbrother stuff. I'll throw away my drawing of you. Thank you. Thank you. Imagine her. I can always imagine that. Yeah, I can imagine always that. Absolutely, absolutely. Nobody has to ask me twice. My feed has been blown up. My feed has been your feed. What about my feed? So yeah, I would kind of mess around with keeping those things sort of like a little bit evened up. Honestly, I love it for what it is. I think you should mess with it a lot because it's very much a cool ink drawing with these shapes and stuff. These shapes you got looked really fucking cool. I love the eyes too, a ton. This one gets a little bit close to the edge, but that's okay. It looks fucking great, dude. I love how simple it is, and I wouldn't dick around with it too much. The list, give it to me of reasons you don't like Delightful and I together. I think you guys plot against me. Because you make line art and she colors it. Um, what about my choice? Spills wine on back. Um, it's gonna be on my leg forever. I love how if they can legit if people can get those lines down that you got on there, those look really really good. I like how those look a lot. It looks like that looks like an old school cartoon editorial. Plot against me? Excuse me, Wade. Excuse me, Wade. I'll show it in the Discord once I finish it up. I hear a bunch of bitching, Dad. There's a lot of bitching. There's a lot of bitching right now. We weren't in Domo's Discord discussing you at all. What do you mean plot? In Domo's Discord? In Domo's. How many people are in Domo's Discord? You need to keep it out of Domo's Discord. I don't need Domo doing this either. Because that in turn, he's on Jim Lee's radar, you know? Keep this off Jim Lee's radar. Y'all bitches be bitching. um, you are Flethling and you didn't stop this? I'm here to help you out on your side. Yeah, no, that's totally the vibe that I got from you, Wade. We don't need Domo is a busy man. Domo has so much stuff on his plate, man. He's trying to raise money for comic shops and stuff. He is just a busy, I mean, just a busy man over there. Road Toad, but I can't find an image that inspires me. I probably would not Google Road Toad, to be honest. Um, gonna commission him. That will be that will be the highest priced Sailor Scoob you could ever ask for. Okay, Polyals. Any thoughts on this one, man? Um, just in particular, I love your hard edge painting style. I really, really do. Um, inks. I know he does 90-minute inks, and we're not going to commission that at all. We're not going to ask for that at all. I'm just a professional lurker in there. He lets the stream suggest no. He doesn't. He does not. Do I do a comic? Yeah, John. Actually, I do. I have a Webtoons. If you're familiar with Webtoons, so there's a link to my Webtoons. You can see the other stuff that I do on my social media links there, like my Instagram, my Twitter. Those will have posts from comics and different things that I work on as well. But the Webtoons is the main comic that I'm working on. It's Nightbot's dropping it there. Archer, thank you for the gift sub. Feel like the silhouette is too busy. Okay, so if you're just knocking it out as a silhouette, you mean? I was gonna say I think that you kind of lose a few things in here. Like I can tell that that's his arm, but I think well his proportions are supposed to be a little wonky, right? He's got like kind of crazy proportions, but I think they're supposed to be like that, right? Goes the Google Road Toad. What? I don't want to look at this fucking link. Is there- Why is it shining like that? Oh, your fiance has a webtoon? That's fantastic. I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now. The shine on. Did you just now notice that? Delightful, I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now. You and Archer. I hate you both. Literally, the only thing I think Delightful has said to me in the last week was the other day when we started streaming. She said, "Do you have chest hair?" I think that's the only thing she said to me in a week. And this is what it resulted in? Really? Don't you want to snack on those titties? 9 out of 10? 9 out of 10? She told you about that. Um, I'm so sorry, Polly. I'm really wanting to critique your work, but fuck. I hate you guys so much right now. 12 out of 10? It can't go up on there. This is actually really fucking good. This is actually stupid levels of good. Why would you spend all your talent doing something like this? Sorry, Polly, but also not sorry. This is not worth it. No, don't encourage this. Do not encourage this. I know, did you see this pastel? Did you actually really see it? There's a lot of. This is the other leg, right? Please tell me this is my other leg. Please tell me. Angie, you did not need to clip that. Angie, why are you all sorry, not sorry? Oh, what's up, abs? Guys, go follow. You know what? Don't let's not talk about this. Go follow Drawn by Abs. That's a leg. That's definitely a leg. That's definitely a leg. That's definitely one of the legs. Yeah, your other leg. That looks like the other leg. I might have to. No, 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 no. Polly, Polly, no, no. Fuck. Unless you don't want me to be Archer. Um, you can just delete it. I can't delete any of this now. You realize this is my life. This is my life, abs. Uh, there's no deleting it, Angie, at all. There's no deleting any of this. This is my whole last. This is a whole month of deleting out of my life. Do it. Join us and tag. No, no. Oh my god, dude. Bunch of next because of this last stream's combo. No. There's already a bunny boy. There's already a bunny boy. And bunny boy also has a leg down there, apparently. That Snow did. I don't know if it would go into bondage. You just deleted us. Guys, I wanna thank Drawn by Abs for rating us. Guys, it'll show Drawn by Abs some love. Abs, drop your work in the chat. I'm gonna critique this really quick before dinner time. My stomach hurts. Can you add a new reward where you draw your... No. No, you can... I can add a new reward where I delete people out of my chat, though. Can we make a vote? That's not up for a vote. This isn't even near the worst thing I saw on Twitch. Now you need a Dom Boy? Dom Boy. Now there's Dom Boy, there's Bunny Boy, and Dom Boy. So this is Drawn by Abs' work over here. Damn, this is beautiful. This is watercolor? Holy shit. This is not a vote. This is not a vote, Archer. There's no vote here. This is not a democracy. There's no vote. There's no voting. This is not a vote. This is not a vote. There's no voting right now. This is not a vote. Nobody's voting right now. This is not a vote. What are you guys voting for? Quit acting like pirates. This is not. This is not. No. Vaughn! The court adjourned. Yeah, that was your first time out. Yeah, you just got dad voiced. You just got dad voiced. DK! This is not a vote. We're looking at Drawn by Abs. Can you guys show some respect to Drawn by Abs right now? A fantastic artist who did this piece. Look how beautiful this piece is. This is actually really, really fucking good. The butterfly on this, like, holy shit. This is good. This is really, really good. And you guys are being mature in chat right now. All in favor, message deleted by a moderator. We're not voting for anything. We're not voting for anything. I'm a butthurt, a timeout, message deleted. Undeleted by moderator. Fascist dictatorship. Excuse me. Pardon me. I just jumped on the bandwagon. It's not a good bandwagon to be on right now. This is beautiful work. This is beautiful, beautiful work. Damn, these hands came out great too. Or these arms. I love this edge shadow. Look at this awesome artwork, guys. That has nothing to do with me right now. Man, the way you highlight stuff looks fucking gorgeous. Message deleted. Okay, so Owls, before we go to dinner really quick, you're talking about the silhouette not showing through. I think it's just because you have too much stuff going on over here on the right side, just in general. Because you have like this, you have the sword coming through here, right? And then you have like the fabric and stuff as well. So a simple fix to that might be just have the sword coming up this way, right? Having like the arm kind of out here and the sword kind of going that way. And that might balance it too. Although I feel like this is kind of hiding. I don't know. This is kind of tough to read, this area, you know what I mean? Way too much stuff. Yeah, I have 11.5k. The bandwagon is for scoops to draw Sailor scoops if we get enough points. There's no point. There's no point system on this. This does not exist. They are being silenced. It's like no, it's not. This is not a democracy here. This was never pretended to be a democracy. Message got yeeted by moderator. Would lighting and shadows come into play on this piece? DK? Hey, handy dandy, what's up, dude? Welcome back, homie. How you doing? There is no point total. I laughed so hard my throat and chest hurts. That's karma. You know what that is? That's karma. There's no point total for anything right now. Reworking the fabric might be better since it kind of obscures. Yeah, it kind of, but you know what it is? It's like obscuring the arm, but like also you have parts where like I think for me, like this bicep, and then this kind of random part here that kind of is not obscured by it. So it's almost like I want that to like cover that over, right? And I want to see this forearm almost up here. It's just, you know what it is? It's where the edge of that palm is, I think. Right? So where the top of that was making it feel like it went into the bicep as well. So when I just lowered that, do you see that it's more of a hand, at least? Totally worth it for free. How you doing, handy dandy? It's been a minute since I seen you, buddy. What about a reward for showing others fan art? You know what, they do that regardless. They do that regardless. Legit question, and I voted. The colors could probably help. Yeah, the colors could probably help, right? We have a lot of darks that kind of blend in the back there, right? So this looks like it's kind of a cool looking purple. So maybe if we had a little bit more of that purple through this, that might pop that out a lot too. Right now it's like dark, right? even this feels dark on the screen, which I feel like it could have more color on it. Point total, point total, point total. Imagine all of that whispered. So is this a monarchy, a dictatorship, or something? This is a mutiny. This is inmates running the asylum. That's what it is. That works. I was trying to push hard for it. Dude, no longer on call. Suburban moonshine for this Randy. There you go, man. What you got planned for tonight? Just sitting back, having some drinks, getting on Twitch. Yeah, I think so. I think so. DK made a great point though. Like where the colors could help it pop out, where it's going to be like not so dark. Cause like you do have great stuff with like the how these fade into the blues and stuff like that. Dude, awesome, man, awesome. I'm actually gonna take a little break and get some dinner, and think about maybe banning people from chat. Um, but, but I would love if you guys come back tonight and hang out with us. So thank you guys. That was the end of our critique session. I appreciate it. I hope it helped you guys. I'm sorry I ran a little bit over time there. So I hope I gave you guys all enough time on this. Thank you everybody for being here tonight, minus Delightful and Archer. No thank you. No thank you to you two. Aki said he's gonna add Sailor Scoob to his point. He's already caused the trouble though. Like he literally has started it. So I don't I don't know what else he needs. What other encouragement he needs. Rimlight, yeah, that's true. Rimlight, yeah. I gotta head home from work anyways. What? What? Yeah, it was fun. Thank you guys a ton for being here. Let's go find someone to raid. All right, I'm gonna restart my. I might raid Khan. I know Aki's on, but I feel like I haven't paid Khan back enough for. Khan has shown us a lot of love, a lot of love. Ooh, I kind of want to raid Rusev. If James was here, I would. Oh no, you know what? I never get to see this guy online. We're going to raid Brox. I never get to raid Brox. Brox really like single-handedly kind of changed my stream with a couple big raids. I never ever ever get to repay him. He is one of the nicest, sweetest dudes I've ever seen in my life, and his work right now is fucking mind blowing. So let's go raid Brox. Let's show him some love. New streamer. Oh, he's one of the sweetest fucking dudes, and he brought 3,000 people over to us a while back, and it kind of changed the trajectory on my stream. So I would love to if you guys can drop a bunch of love on him. Please, 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 and thank you. Thank you guys for today. I will go restart my computer and get some food. But Brox is a damn big sweetheart. He's incredibly talented, but show him some love. Yes, he is extremely talented. Also, hot dogs or sandwiches. He will agree hot dogs or sandwiches, so type hot dogs or sandwiches in chat. All right, thank you guys. Everybody have a great, great night.